Welcome everybody to 90 Day Fiancé Fridays. On a Friday, we're here with Gina and Elena, and then our listeners. I gave everyone speaking privileges, so if you want to chime in, this is like your opportunity. The rest of the crew will be coming later, hopefully. But okay, I'm going to save the hot topic, which is all the Tiger Lily tea, for later. Then other one thing I wanted to talk about was the other day I like went through my Instagram followers and I don't want to get into like the methodology of how I did it, but there's a way to find out who unfollowed you. But it's a very like drawn out process. Like Facebook makes it really hard and complicated, and you have to be like kind of tech savvy to figure out how to do it. But anyway, I was able to figure out who had unfollowed me, and so the most interesting names were number one, like Sophie's mom. I realized blocked me. Like she used to follow me, and then all of a sudden I realized she blocked me. But I don't think it was like personal to me. I think Sophie probably told her to block me. So yeah, that's one development is Sophie's mom blocked me. The other thing was Carlo from Hunt for Love, whom I thought I was friends with. We had followed each other, and he, for whatever reason, unfollowed me. Maybe the memes were like too much for him to handle. And then the other people I realized unfollowed me, where you probably wouldn't even know who they are by name, but like it was Heidi and James, which were the last resort therapists. Like they unfollowed me, and they probably because I was calling the therapists like kooks, meaning like they're bullshit therapists, allegedly. And then Dana, who's like for even family with Gino, he unfollowed me, which I was surprised by because even though we like talk shit to each other online, I thought it was mostly like for fun. But I guess the knives were dug a little too deep, so he unfollowed me, and he even though I thought we were like shtick fighters slash friends, and then Vea, I realized unfollowed me. So that was the last interesting person that unfollowed me, Vea. So I guess those people are no longer friends of the show. So
The bottom of the barrel of the TLC recycling like trash can, basically.
yeah, basically I'm not gonna lose sleep over any of those.
Yeah, they're not relevant now anyway. Like Carlo, like that was a long time ago.
Yeah,
And Vea
he's
also, yeah, and like Sophie's mom, like you haven't posted about her in forever.
exactly, yeah, and like no one's looking for Carlo, and no one's looking for Sophie's mom. And as far as Vea, she posted the other day like an Instagram post like, if you're interested in having me on your podcast, like here's a contact information to get me on your podcast. And I saw that and I just like ignored it because I'm like, I'm not even interested.
No thanks.
Yeah, so I think I'll survive without the star power of Vea. Anyway, that was that topic. Let's see. I guess we'll buzz through our topics. So this might be a short show. I don't know. So Chantel got her breast reduction surgery. I know that's not like breaking news or anything. And I posted the photo on my Instagram, and then everyone said now she looks like Faith, which is the chick that like Lauren was with. So now everyone says Chantel without her boobs looks like Faith, which is kind of I don't know if that's an insult because Faith is a trans woman.
Wait, I didn't see that picture. Let me go see it.
It's on
Hold
my
on one second.
Instagram profile.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Hold on.
Sure.
When did you post it?
Um, let me pull let me pull up my profile. Hold on. It's
Oh, here it is.
yeah, it's she's wearing like
Oh, yeah. But I think it's just the lighting in the picture. Like, it,
mm,
yeah, I think she looks healthier and better like this. Before she looked like the Michelin tire man.
mhm. Like I'm trying to remember the like I always thought she had like breast implants. So was it breast implants and she just had naturally big boobs, like the combination or what?
I think she got them bigger because if you remember in the first few seasons, they were like obviously bigger, but not as big. And then she went for bigger, right?
Hmm.
So she's just like a Darcy. Once you start that plastic surgery, people get addicted to it.
Yeah, I think she got fake boobs and then she put on weight. So I guess she took out the fake
Mhm.
boobs and then now she's trying to lose weight because that was the only way
Yeah.
to. And I guess, well, like, I'm trying to think though. So do you think she took out her fake tits and she had like an actual like breast reduction, like where they actually cut out tissue for the size?
Yeah. It
Okay,
looks like it. And her tummy's smaller too.
true. And well, yeah, she also did the thing to like hide her birthmark. But
Yeah, but that was on Diaries, wasn't it? Like a year ago or something like that, before she went on Hunt for Love.
yeah, I think so. And by the way, the people that have joined like Sherry and Lana, and it's to consider this until we get people in. If you want to talk, you can unmute yourself and contribute as well. It's a listener-driven show until George gets here because I think he's eating dinner or something. Heather.
Hello, everybody. It's
Hey,
Amberlee.
hey, Amberlee. I don't think we talked to you
Hey,
before.
Amberlee.
Never talked to me. Nice to
Okay,
officially meet you guys.
You too.
But
I mean,
yeah,
you post a lot of messages, right?
oh yeah, all the time. Yeah, but I was just
True.
looking at that picture, and Chantel's her waist is definitely skinnier, but her face looks so different. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, sorry, go ahead.
She might have got, like I said, she got the tummy tucked in a little bit, but breasts reduced, and a little bit of lipo in the cheeks.
Mm-hmm. By the way, Heather Blonde, if you want to talk, you could unmute yourself too, as long as you're not too hammered. Anyway, okay, so yeah, we're talking about Chantel.
I'm not hammered.
Oh,
But I don't have too much to say, so I'm just gonna listen.
true.
But I did have a lot of wine at the wine tasting, so anyway.
Oh, like I won't get into the details, but like it was weird. Like the other day, not the other day, the other week, it was weird because like I can't even remember what it was about, but like George is here. But let me quickly get my story out with Heather. There was I can't but with like Heather, you were fighting with two of my Instagram followers, like slash friends, like Instagram friends. Well, I'm closer with Heather, but they were fighting with each other, but like not realizing that I'm friends with both of them. So it was like awkward. It was all in my Instagram comments section. They were like fighting back and forth and like talking shit. And then, but it was like, but I was friends with both of them, but they were going at each other, which is weird. And then the other person was going a little overboard. Like they were trying to like dox you and like whatever, all sorts of shit, Heather's, which I thought was a little overboard.
Yeah, she was the extra special. I wasn't like super concerned about her. She was just she was crazy. She was like being psycho. I just chilled out and she was just being super psycho. So I was just like, whatever.
What was the topic? Like, what was the post about, the topic or whatever?
So she was posting these photos that were like nude topless photos and like posting through your page. And I said, and she was doing it on the Jasmine thing. And I had and I said jokingly, oh, you're clearly a Jasmine fan. And she goes, why would you think that? Blah, 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 and starts getting crazy. And I was like, well, because you have weird topless photos that you're begging for like likes on, which is basically what Jasmine does. And she was like, starts getting crazy.
I'm trying to remember it was a Jasmine post,
she was
right?
literally begging for topless photos, had done it like posted through your thing. And I was like, well, you're clearly like a Jasmine fan. And I literally like had just said that much. You're clearly a Jasmine fan. And then she went super crazy.
Yeah, she spent like the whole day trying to like fuck with you.
I know. And I was like, I have a real fucking life. I'm not like sitting here caring either way. And you saw what I said to you. I said to you, I was like, yeah, I don't really care what she says.
Yeah, she spent like the whole day trying to like research on
Which
your
is
background.
crazy. And she was angry that I didn't have like a public page and stuff. I was like, well, because I don't beg for likes like you do on topless photos. It's just not my thing.
But I'm trying to remember like, okay, the post though was about Jasmine, but I'm trying to remember like what the disagreement about Jasmine was though.
It was because Jasmine posts topless photos and I said, oh, you're like Jasmine. I literally just had said, you're like Jasmine. I didn't even get into like the reasons why. I just said, oh, Jasmine fan clearly.
But do you remember like what my initial? Do you remember what I'm trying to remember what my initial Instagram post?
It was like a week and a half ago. You post so many fun things since then.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Know.
It's all good. It's not a big deal. It was awkward because like
I literally don't even pay attention because I'm like, this girl is just being psycho.
No, it's just weird. It's weird to like go. It was a weird thing because like have two of my followers like fighting each other in my comment section, but like and for her to not realize like she didn't realize like you're actually a friend of mine, so she's like fighting with like a friend of mine in my comments, and then I was like friends. I was friends with her too, so it was awkward. But anyway, whatever. Yeah, those Jasmine fans are kind of crazy. Hey Georgie there.
Hey,
what's good?
Hello, everyone, on this day of Diddy sentencing. How is everyone?
Good.
I
Congratulations
Good.
on
can't believe he got
surviving.
so little sentence.
Well, some people are saying that they're surprised he got so much. So I've heard like, all sides of it. I just think it's good that he got something, right? Because
Yeah.
when you
Yeah, I
have,
feel like more people, while I agree with you, Heather, but I feel like more people are saying they were surprised how much he got.
well, usually when you have $1 billion, you never see the inside of a jail cell. So a lot of people are very shocked.
Yeah.
They're like, a billionaire in prison? That doesn't happen. So yeah, a lot of people are shocked.
Yeah, he apparently spent $75 million on his defense fund.
Mhm. Well, I heard he had like public appearances like set up where like he was going to be free. His plan was to be free, and then like he's going to do a public appearance on like the weekend or something.
Yeah, in Miami. I heard that too.
Yeah. So that blew up in his face.
Well, yeah, I think that it was really ballsy of him to schedule appearances like he knew he was gonna walk free. That was ballsy. And I
Mhm.
think it helped him. I think that, if the judge found out about it, maybe the judge might have added a couple of months just for that, just for being ballsy like that.
Are you gonna do you're gonna do like a pop culture podcast on that or what?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the sentencing and how much time he got, and I want to do like an in depth because I want to break down like the charges that actually stuck versus the charges that they had to drop, and
Mhm.
just get in depth on that. I've been watching a lot of There's this one lawyer that I really like, and I watch all of her. She's been breaking down the Diddy trial, and she's like
Mhm.
explaining things in legal terms, and so I definitely want to
Mhm.
get into that and talk about that because I think some people are. There's people all over the spectrum. There's like, oh, that's too long, or that's not long enough, or he should have got life, and it's people are just everywhere. So I just want to get into it a little more.
Like I want to save it to the end because I know people get annoyed, but I'm curious. Did you have a chance to watch tonight's Love Island games?
No, no, no. I
Okay.
haven't watched it. I had a crazy day, and my sister called me earlier, and we were on the phone for like almost 7 hours, and there was like a lot of shit going on. So I haven't done nothing.
Okay.
I'm like, I didn't even know that they sentenced Diddy because I was on the phone and I was in my room, and my bestie texted me and was like, 4 years, 4 years, 4 years, 4 years. So I missed everything.
Mm.
I kind of was like out of the loop for the last like 7 hours. Like I didn't know anything. Like there could have been a world war going on. I didn't know. So
True. I think by the way, I think Sunday is the Love Island games finale.
yeah, it's over, which I
Mhm.
think is pretty wild. And actually, that's earlier than Gina and I thought. I believe.
Mhm.
I think we were thinking more along the lines of Tuesday,
Mhm.
but I guess it's Sunday. I didn't realize that it was. Well, I didn't know it was a 3 week show. I knew
And
that it
then
was shorter.
is it going to be like 2 hours or some shit? I imagine.
Yeah,
Probably.
gonna be probably over 2 hours. But yeah, it's finally over, and I feel
Mhm.
like it was premature. I feel like I just learned everyone's names.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just into it.
So I feel like this one was really premature. They said that this was the shortest one of all of the shows and spinoffs. Of
Mhm.
all of them, 3 weeks is the shortest any of their shows has ever ran. So we got the short end of the stick on that.
True, and sorry, 90 Day people that hate Love Island, but which I think Elena is one of them. Oh wait, she left. Well, she was here earlier. But what was I gonna say? Since I by the way, I muted the Love Island USA Instagram account today because they literally would post the results like within 10 minutes. Um, but
After it ends, they don't run on Shabooty time.
No, but yeah, well, like even before, no, but like for example, like tonight, I won't say like what happened or who left or whatever, but like, so so and so left at the beginning of the show, and like literally, if you go on Instagram and you follow Love Island USA, within the 10 minutes, like at 9:10, they'll post like who got booted on
No, yeah,
Instagram.
they do. It's pretty much instantaneous as the show
Yeah.
they post it. So yeah, I have not opened Instagram because I don't want to ruin it. I want to watch the episode, but yeah, I have an idea of who probably went home because I know who was vulnerable, but I don't want to know. I just want to watch it, and I think it's gonna happen right in the beginning. So at least as soon as I
Mhm.
turn it on, I'll know exactly what's going on.
Yeah,
And
like
it does end on Sunday.
See, I may have to watch like 1 hour of 90 Day Fiance on Sunday night and then pause 90 Day Fiance and watch Love Island so it doesn't get spoiled and then go back to 90 Day Fiance or something.
That's what I usually do. Or I just read George's tweets to catch up.
Because like if the finale gets spoiled, I'm gonna be like livid.
Oh, that's gonna be the worst. They're gonna have pictures of the winner plastered all over the timeline everywhere. It's gonna be
Yeah.
thing. So if anything's gonna get ruined, it would be the finale. So if you
Yeah.
need to make time for it, you're gonna have to make time for it. And the best part about it is it comes on Sunday, and Happily Ever After is a 2-hour show with only about 2 to 3 minutes of anything that you need to pay attention to. So it's not like you're missing anything. We know that Libby and Andre will arrive in Lake Ta. Wait, is it Lake Ta?
Like Placid, I think.
Like Placid.
And they're gonna fake fight with each other. Like we know that. We know that Georgie and Darcy are gonna pretend they still hate each other. And who's the other one? Brandon and Julia are gonna pretend that they don't want to have kids, even though she's pregnant. Like it's pretty obvious. We know what's going on. So if you were to skip the episode, you could probably still do a podcast right after, and you would nail it. You would nail it. Nothing is gonna happen. Nothing new is gonna take place. We're basically wasting 2 hours each week.
Basically, we're being couch potatoes for no good reason.
Well, you probably watch the show on 2 times speed anyway, so it's probably only an hour for you.
Well, it's 2 times speed, but then I have like ADHD, so it still takes me a while. But yeah. Anyway, we'll figure it out. What was I gonna say? I saved it was my topics list. I didn't go into the Tiger Lily thing yet on purpose.
Oh, so we haven't started the list yet?
Like the only thing I ran through, we ran through 2 topics, which was we talked about, even though it's not a big deal, I went through like the people that unfollowed me on Instagram recently. And then we talked about Chantel's breast reduction, and that was about it.
Oh, I already know that because we talked about that list in the group chat. So I feel like I didn't miss anything because I already knew those people already. So cool.
Yeah.
We can jump right into the topic list then.
Okay, yeah. So there's the big story, I guess, was Tiger Lily was all the rage in the last 7 days. And she finally posted herself. Let me pull up her latest, or the post that I reposted today, which she was doing Q&A on like Instagram stories. And they asked, like, are you doing Last Resort now? And she said, we're not on Last Resort. We're busy making our own headlines, raw, real, and unpredictable. And
does she believe that? Does she honestly believe that they're making headlines? Diddy got sentenced today, Tiger Lily. Nobody is thinking about you and your husband. Like, does she really think that people are really worried about whether or not she broke up with him or not? That's wild.
Yeah, so obviously what's going on is she's not gonna be on Last Resort.
I'm glad that she finally said that because I've known that for a while. And so have you. So it's nice that she finally said it so we can verify, because a lot of people have been, asking, like, what's going on with Tiger Lily and Adnan? I haven't seen them happily ever after. Are they going to be on The Last Resort? And I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, they will not be on The Last Resort. She verified.
So I'm looking at the stories right now, and it's just like someone had asked a question because she did a Q&A. What haven't I seen you guys on 90 Days Happily? Wait, why haven't I seen you guys on 90 Days Happily Ever After? I miss you all. We literally broke the internet with just 8 episodes. Imagine if we were on every one, but keep watching. You'll see us soon.
She thinks that they blew up the internet from one episode. Yes. And which episode was that? The only time we were talking about her is her husband said something incredibly insensitive towards other religions on one of their episodes. That was literally the only thing that anybody was talking about. Like, I want to live in the delusion that she calls her world, because I really wish I walked in thinking that I was creating buzz and breaking the internet when she's not doing anything. First of all, she hasn't been. Wait, did they ask why she wasn't on? They asked why she was on wasn't on Happily Ever After, right? Because we
No, they asked her why she wasn't on Happily Ever After, and this person said they missed her, and she said she claims in her Delulu mind that, oh, we broke the internet with just 8 hours. I'll post it on Patreon and in the group
So
chat.
here's the thing with Tiger Lily, and I don't know if everyone knows this. I know it because I'm not stupid. But Tiger Lily, when she does those Q&A, she asks herself the questions that she wants to put on the Q&A.
Or like actually gets Adnan to do it.
Yeah, she writes the questions and then she posts them herself and then responds to them as though she's making it look like people are wondering these things. She's been doing this since the very first time she was on the show. And I can point them out. I know exactly what it looks like when somebody asks their own question because I know what a fan question looks or sounds like versus a person trying to gas themselves up. And everything that she puts on there, it's a gas up. So it's like, oh my God, you're asking yourself your own Q&A. Just like when before she premiered on the show, she wanted us to believe she had 700,000 followers on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
But all of her posts, she hit all of her likes.
True. So like, George, if you had to make a prediction, do you think we'll see her back anytime soon?
On Happily Ever After?
Just in general, I guess. I don't know.
I don't think we'll see them on a different show. I mean, I feel like we would have to see them on Happily Ever After at least once or twice more because there was no real resolution of their line. There hasn't been a reason, they haven't released a reason to the public as to why we wouldn't see them again. So it doesn't seem like, that they won't be back because it would be weird that they would air them on 1 or 2 episodes. I don't know how many episodes.
Like it would be nice whether they're on the rest of the season or not to at least like throw them in on the tell-all for drama, but I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Well, we still don't know specifically why they haven't been on Happily Ever After. And we don't know why, because if you watch all the previews and everything, they don't talk about them anymore. And it doesn't seem like they're gonna be back. And there's no reason why. Like she keeps saying that they're coming back. And I think something she said to you previously was, oh, it's editing. Everything that make the cut. And I was like, yeah, but you don't skip 4 and 5 episodes at a time. I've never seen that type of editing. The last time that editing happened was when I think Caleb and
the Russian girl, Elena,
yeah, they edited to where I guess right when that came out, they had the rest, they finished their storyline out. But what they did was instead of showing us each couple each week for like the one episode and then half of another episode, they showed all of their scenes. So they got rid of that storyline completely. But we did get a resolution of that storyline. If you remember, he left. I want to say they were in Turkey, even though she was Russian. He left Turkey and they broke up or whatever.
I'm trying to remember with that Elena thing. This is definitely like a super fan kind of thing, but like, did they have Caleb on the tell-all?
No.
Okay.
He wasn't there at all, which, a lot of people were like, well, he didn't say it. He didn't do it. He should be there. But no, he wasn't there either.
He got the short end of the stick there. Oh, no pun intended.
Yeah, he definitely did because they didn't have anything that they had on him that he posted that was offensive or anything. But yeah, he was guilty by association. So let him at the tell-all. But I've been monitoring this Tiger Lily situation and, there's stuff that I know about it that I can't say yet. But I think a lot of people are going to be very shocked when everything comes out because she's not telling you everything. The show's not telling you everything. There's something going on. There's something amiss. I think when it comes out, people are really going to freak out. They're going to be like surprised.
Yeah. And then like, I think like, I forget what she was saying in her Instagram stories, but like, I think it's in her mind. She's like, oh, long as I can go on Instagram Live and I have like people watching me on Instagram Live, and that's like the same thing as appearing on TV. Like in her head, that's what she thinks.
Well, yeah, I think that the only reason why she did this show was because she wanted to be not an actress, but like famous influencer, a personality online. And I think that's why she bought her followers before the show premiered, because I was like, girl, you can't convince me that you had 700,000 followers before the show because nobody know who you is. And then after she did 2 seasons or 1.5 seasons, she only went up to 759,000 or 758,000. So I think her real number is somewhere between 58,000 and 28,000. That's like her real number of followers. But I think that she's under the impression that, you know, she's famous now. And if she posts that her and Adnan broke up, I think her response to that was she broke the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she posted that it got like 11 million impressions or something along the lines of that, which I do think a lot of people reposted that. A lot of the blogger sites reposted that and people ran with it. And, you know, we come to find out they're still together. Like it was just it was all chic. So it was a waste of time.
Yeah, and then also part of her shtick was like about having, carrying a new blessing. And then last week we were talking about it, and I was like, I don't think she has a new baby. She probably just bought like a new Labubu or something. And then today she posted a story. She responded with a Q&A, and she said, not a baby, but definitely a blessing I've been carrying quietly. You'll see soon, aka some more bullshit and not a baby.
Also, she asked herself that question too. So
Yeah.
So she asked herself the question too. So the breakup stunt secured the last resort check for you guys.
But it didn't. It did not. They will not be on the last resort. And here, I'll drop a little bit of tea for you right now. The last resort is filming as we speak.
Mhm.
And she's not there.
True.
She's in Texas. So they're not going to be on that show. I think that was the goal to get on the show. And I think Matt and Amani, they had that goal as well. They were trying to get on it. But if you look at their Instagram stories, you can tell if they're there or not. And I think you can tell where they are.
Yeah, if they're on Instagram all day, they're probably not filming the show.
Right. And they're keeping it very low key this time because last time when they were filming, we knew when they were there, where it was, the name of the location. We knew who was there. Like they're keeping it much quieter. So I mean, I know who's there. I'm not gonna say who's there specifically, but I can tell you who's not there. But I can tell you who's there. But they're from what I was told, telephones when you arrive at the location, it's being filmed at a location, your phones are confiscated and you will not receive them back. Not even when you're done for the day and you go back to your room, you will not receive them back until you leave and check out of that location.
I wonder if you're even allowed to have like your Nintendo Switch if you're Rob or something.
that does have internet capabilities, Shabooty. So if you might not be able to have that because you can go fine with that. So they just want to make sure that they don't waste all this money on production and everyone knows exactly what happened. Because last time around for Hunt for Love, we knew literally exactly.
We knew like Jenn and Rob were fucking in the pool.
Right. And we knew that like a year before anybody else. So I think that they're definitely taking these precautions because when I found out that it was already in process, I was like, oh, they are being much more cautious because the people that are there, typically we watch enough stories and we watch enough people's details and we'll know, oh, this person, like for instance, certain people were in New York last week, right? So you could probably put 2 and 2 together. There's a bunch of different cast members in New York. Something's going on in New York. But they made sure that if these cast members were on location, you did not know that they were on location.
Yeah, they're learning fast. 'Cause in the same way, like the Love Islanders, they can't really be on their phone while they're there.
Well, the Love Islanders, I heard that they do get their phones on Saturdays or something for like a couple of hours, but they are not allowed to post anything.
Yeah, like all their like social, I get annoyed because like all their Instagram feeds are all like, it's like obviously like a surrogate or whatever, or a weed carrier or whatever you want to call them. Their handler is the ones running their account.
Yeah, and the handler is actually hired through the show. So while they're still on location, there's a handler that's using their accounts to post, relevant things throughout the season. And then when they are allowed to leave, they're allowed to post again, but there's restrictions. So they have to get certain things approved before they post it, but they are allowed to post it.
Like the people that are posting are like, some of them are like friends and family members, just maybe, I don't know for Love Island Games, but for the regular Love Island. But there was one girl last this summer that went in, nobody was handling her account. No, like she wasn't posting, nobody.
That's
Amaya.
weird. Yeah, they were having people post for them because you remember when Nicola got hurt,
Mhm.
somebody, the handler, posted a photo saying that she was okay and thanks for the support,
Support.
whatever. But it wasn't
Mhm.
who posted it. It was someone who was handling her account. So interesting that nobody was handling Amaya's account. I wonder if she opted for that because typically you're
No,
allowed.
she said that the reason why was because she wanted to go in it on 100%, like, and nobody was handling her account. She didn't want to play it like that, and like she wanted the genuine votes for people who actually liked her, not influenced by like Instagram stories or whatever, right? So that's why.
Oh,
Mhm.
good for her because
Sure.
she still won. So good for her. Good for her.
True. What were we talking about 90 Day Wise?
Oh,
Tiger Lily.
we were talking about Tiger Lily and her not being pregnant. Her
Oh,
still,
and then we're talking about Last Resort.
yeah. Then we're talking about Last Resort. She's still with Adnan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we debunked all of her recent posts, I guess. Oh, and you asked if we thought that she would either be back on another show or back on Happily Ever After, and I think that's where we left off.
Yeah. So all I could say is stay tuned to 90 Day Fiancé Fridays because there's always more tea to be spilt.
Yeah, we'll be monitoring the situation very closely, and like I said, there's more information that we can give you just at a later date. And I think
Mhm.
people will be shocked. I mean, some people won't be at all. Actually, now that I say that out loud, some people won't be, but other people will be.
True, but if there are any like you know, beautiful women out there that are so into tea and they want to be like a tea honeypot, like just hit up my DMs.
Yeah, if you guys want to spill some tea,
Yeah,
be
you know what a honeypot is, right?
not really. What is a
It's,
honey pot?
it's like I guess what's the best way to explain it? I was kind of being flippant and joking, but like in the like spy world, it's like when somebody, let's like in politics or something where, or whatever, like it's like when somebody like let's say let's say you're like a country and you have a spy, you know, like a hot chick who's like a spy for your country, like you go have her sleep with like the enemy, and then the enemy will give her all the secrets because she's a hot chick that's fucking him, and she's the honeypot to him.
Oh, is that what that is? Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah. So if any like hot spy chicks like want to be honeypot, let me know.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. The DMs are open, guys.
Yeah, I'll spill all the tea. You know what I mean? I'm just kidding. Anyway, that was a joke. Where were we?
I guess we can move on from that one. I feel like there's not much left in the Tiger Lily world, but I guess
True.
um
Okay, let's see. Where is it? Okay, so this is I'm just going through my dumb topics, but like there's Madeleine fingering her food became kind of viral, I guess.
yeah, that did go viral. I've been talking about it. A lot of people were talking about the fingernail Nutella.
Like I understand, you know, it's on the show, it was on Pillow Talk, so I can't say I invented that scene, obviously. But as far as like Instagram, I feel like I was the first blogger type to like clip that video and posted it. I posted that on my Instagram, and then like a day or two later after I clipped it, like then the official 90 Day account, like then they clipped it off of their official feeds and reposted it. But I was like, oh, I was the first person to clip that shit. I feel like I set that trend.
Yeah, because I think we talked about it on the podcast literally right after it happened. I'm pretty sure we
Oh
were.
yeah, yeah. Because remember, like I was like, it was before I posted, but I was like trying to think, like, oh, I was like, it'd be funny if like I make a slow motion video, and then Gina, I think, said put like the lollipop song. I didn't do the lollipop song, but I did post a video.
Yeah, yeah, we literally talked about it the day it happened and discussed the meme. And you're right, it did blow up. It's been everywhere. And I remember asking around because I was like, who wants somebody who eats Nutella off her nails to do your nails? Because she said that she does nails at her salon. And I was like, I don't know how accurate and clean she would be, doing people's nails if she got Nutella underneath her fingernails. But
You should probably digging in her ass and shit.
well, a lot of
Hmm.
people were looking at your meme and they were like, how does she wipe?
Mhm.
Because you saw how long those nails were, how long and thin they were, right? So a lot of people,
Yeah.
she doesn't wipe because unless you have somebody to wipe for you, right? Because
Mhm.
it's impossible for you to wipe with those nails. So a lot of people were like, I don't even want to know what it smells like down there.
You
True,
can have a bidet.
Yeah,
by the way, you
dry
nuts. I'm
yourself-
good.
you still gotta dry yourself off.
Air
You want to hear a
dry.
quick? You want to hear a quick like story? I'll try to make it quick. It's a super like whatever. It's probably gross, but there. Do you know who like Bubba the Love Sponge is? He was like a radio personality.
I don't.
Okay, so yeah, there's a dude in Tampa, Florida. He's probably irrelevant now, but there used to be a dude on radio named Bubba the Love Sponge, and then he was like at one point he's like 350 pounds or some shit, and then he's like too big to be able to like wipe himself. So like after you take a shit, sorry the people that are offended by gross stories. After you take a shit, he wasn't able to like reach back there and like wipe himself properly. So like he would get his like girlfriend at the time, and she would have to like wipe his ass with like a towel.
Oh no. See,
So
I'll never love anyone that much to wipe.
yeah,
It's like, and I tell people that in the very beginning, like if I'm starting a new relationship, I'm like, hey, just so you know, if you ever can't wipe your ass, we're breaking up. I'm
yeah.
not bathing you. I'm not wiping you. Like we're breaking up.
Mhm.
It's like I'm not even trying to be like mean, but I'm not cut out for it. Like
Yeah.
it's not, even if like somebody in my family needed to be like needed a caretaker, I'm not the guy.
Mhm.
It's not gonna be me. I can't do it. So
I'm laughing because like literally probably 5 seconds before I said that story, like Iggy Marley joined, so she got here just in time for a ass wiping story. Anyway,
perfect time to jump in. I was just telling everyone how I ain't wiping nobody's ass. Perfect time to come in. So context will be fun for that. So she's probably wondering,
yeah,
well, how did we get here? How did we get in this conversation? So yeah,
yeah.
we're
Okay, so yeah, there's a Madeleine finger in her food. That was that story. And then okay, a fan met Chloe in Boston, and I could read you their caption. They were super excited. And also, a side note is Chloe. She wears those like booty butt lift shorts that like snatches your ass.
wait, how do we know?
I posted it on Instagram. I could send you the link.
Okay, hold on. Let me see.
I'll
I managed
text.
to find it. Hold on.
I'm gonna text it, and then I could put it in Patreon. But then I could also read you what the fan uh posted as far as their meetup.
Oh my gosh, she does. Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, if any ladies in the chat have experience with those like booty butt lift shorts that like snatch your ass, like let us know your experience with those. Now as far as the like fan that met Chloe that had such a super excitable caption on Instagram, I'll read you what the fan said because they're so excited. It said, let's see, this is the fan talking. My dream came true and finally met someone from 90 Day Fiance and one of Boston's own baby. Chloe from the current season of 90 Day Fiance the other way. I had to do double takes because she's one of us. Such a New England girly. I almost didn't realize it until her fabulous eyebrows. Heart emoji. Thank you for being so sweet, authentically you, and representing Boston. Go Sox. So that's what the fan said.
Oh, that that was very enthusiastic and kind. Hopefully Chloe did not write that caption herself because that sounds like something that Tiger Lily would say about herself. But
Mhm.
it was very kind and sweet. And yeah, she definitely is wearing those butt lift short thingies. I can tell in the photo. So yeah, ladies, if you wear those, you know, tell us about that. I'm curious.
I kind of do like them. They're already on my Amazon cart.
Wait,
Oh.
you're buying them?
Yeah. I was like, where can I get a pair? I want a pair.
But how does that work? Like, because when you get to the bedroom and you take them off, your butt comes off.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just turn on the lights.
What if the person that you're with wanted it to stay on?
Well, oh well, too bad.
Yeah, just turn on the lights. I don't at that point they won't care. I was kidding. Anyway, so there's that. Let me go back to the topics. Okay, here's like a hypothetical. I know it's a next topic, but I know like what's her name? Colty's mom was on Single Life, and obviously like Debbie, which is Julian's mom, was on Single Life. But the question on the table is, would you watch a Single Life spinoff where it's only 90 Day Mothers? And then an example that would be Greg's mom could be on there and Tiffany's mom could be on there, but it would be only 90 Day Moms. Would you watch that?
No, because if 90 days already boring for me, I would say the mothers would even be even more boring.
Well, maybe you're more into the men. So would you watch like all dads dating hot young 20-year-olds?
No, because I don't think any of the dads are attractive. I would, however, watch because it would be interesting to watch if Brandon's parents were trying to look for a third, like seeking sister wife.
Oh, like a swinger situation?
Yeah, I would watch that.
Mm.
I don't know, guys. I feel like watching Happily Ever After is hard enough. I don't know if I'm as invested in the moms as I. No. I don't know. I mean, it also depends on who it is, right? Because there are some people on the show that I just like. So I guess it depends on who it is and who they put on there. But I'm watching this season of Happily Ever After, so I don't really have high standards.
Like I know she's married, but be a funny like single life date is like, let's say I'm just doing hypotheticals. If she was like I shouldn't say magically widowed, but if she was, this is a hypothetical, so sorry if I'm getting morbid, but if she was like if I snap my fingers and she's a widow tomorrow and then she's dating, it would be funny to see like Summit's mom like dating a new Indian guy.
Oh yeah, she's really uptight. Yeah, I would watch that. But she was really, really hard on Submit and uptight. And so yeah, I would love to see her date because you know what they say, the people that are strict with their kids and who they date and everything, they don't follow their own rules. So she would probably go out and do whatever she wants and do the opposite of what she told Submit he could do. So I would probably watch that actually because I would want to see, and he would need to be on it too so he could react. You know,
Yeah, she'd probably be very domineering towards the guy trying to impress her.
yeah, I would probably watch that. That has enough elements, but we're not trying to, hurt Submit's dad or anything. He's good.
Yeah.
But
True. So okay, those are some hypothetical show ideas. So if any producers are listening, there's your free ideas. Um let's see. Speaking of like free ideas, I did a rant. Well, okay, so let me back up. The casting producer for Sharp, they posted like a casting call for like they don't when they do a casting call, they don't necessarily say like what show it's for, but anyone with half a brain, which would be yours truly, you could tell it's like for Hunt for Love season 2. So I posted the like casting call thing on my Instagram, and then I did like a really long rant, so I could read you my long rant.
okay, so you did a rant in response to the Hunt for Love season 2 casting post.
And some of it's shit I've said on the podcast, as far as like I think I said it last Friday, but I put it into like on Instagram captions. So it was all over the place, but I can still read you my rant because I'm a good writer.
Well, let's hear the rant.
Okay, let's see. And if I could also post in Patreon. I'll put the like Instagram post if you're curious what I'm talking about. And then there were people that wanted the link to apply, and I did send it to a couple people. But anyway, here's my little rant on this. Well, let me back up. So the actual casting call post says, this isn't my rant. This is just the casting call post. It says, now casting single men and women for a high-profile international dating show on a major cable network, seeking eligible men and women ages 25 to 40 from all cultures and backgrounds who want to find love in a luxury resort setting. And then I captured I said it at the top of the post. I said, "Here's Sharp's casting call for the next season of Hunt for Love." And then I went into a full-blown rant mode, and I'll read it real quick. It's not that long. I said, first of all, I would happily post the apply link here, except no one from Sharp wants to follow your boy back on social media, except on lurker or burner accounts. So F that. Secondly, TLC PR spun Hunt for Love as a ratings hit, but that really all boils down to how you slice and frame the numbers. At the end of the day, Love Island USA season 7 was the biggest thing in reality TV phenomenon wise since Jersey Shore season 2. Now expect even more copycats and expect them to change up Hunt for Love season 2 to be more similar to Love Island. Side note, I also lecture the producers with my 2 cents regularly on the podcast, so I hope they're taking notes instead of just worrying about tea leaks. P.S. Here's a tip. go back and look up the production values for season 2. Or hold up, go back and up the production values for season 2 of Hunt for Love. If it was such a ratings bonanza, it will warrant the investment. And go look at the beautiful Fiji and onset aesthetics of Love Island Games and compare that to the drab visuals of Hunt for Love. Let's stop being ratchet. And for God's sakes, allow the NPCs to have a voice and develop more of them as new characters on the show. We need new blood instead of the same old phoned in characters that are just there to collect a check. Hashtag and rant.
I agree, though. I definitely agree.
Mm-hmm.
True.
The show definitely missed the mark. And I think season 2 is probably going to be better. I remember when we were talking about The Last Resort and how season 1 and season 2 were vastly different. I do think they're going to learn from their mistakes, and like you said, they're going to learn from Love Island and what do you call it? Married at First Sight. And there's another one that's really big right now. Like, I feel like they're going to go and take key pointers from each of those massive shows, and they're going to
Like Love is Blind.
Oh yeah,
I
Love
heard
is
that.
Blind. That's the one.
Oh yeah.
And they're gonna build the show. I feel like they're gonna. I don't want to call them like a ripoff, but I feel like they're gonna take what's working for each of those shows and they're gonna try to implement some of that into the new season. You know, because that's kind of how they do. But yeah, you're right. You're right. I think that they definitely could up the production value like a lot. Like honestly, they definitely tried to save a whole bunch of money by going to Mexico when they could have did it somewhere nicer.
Yeah, and they were just like, well, we're filming on the beach, so we don't really got to worry about a set. But at the same time, like at nighttime, it looked all shitty.
They had raccoons in their villas. Like, it was wild. Like, honestly, that's wild to me. Like, there were wild animals in your room. It don't get no more unhinged than that.
Yeah, that's pretty ratchet.
That's ratchet. Like, for real. Like, I don't even. You could be sleeping and there's a raccoon crawling. There's a raccoon crawling on you. Like, what the fuck? Like, honestly, and that's not even the half of it. I heard a lot of the cast members say there were spiders everywhere. And they were like, there were spiders crawling on in the rooms and in the beds and in the bathroom. And I was like, see, y'all done lost me.
Shit, if that was me, I would have a fucking vacuum cleaner attached to the side of me and vacuuming up all them spiders and shit.
Yeah, y'all lost me. I would have been on the first thing smoking. Like, I can't be anywhere where there's wild animals in my room. I can't even do it.
Yeah, I'm not into like spiders and raccoons and all sorts of shit. And even in your case where you're not a fan of like lizards, I'm not really into lizards either.
Oh, speaking of lizards, so this past week, I've killed 3 lizards in my house, and I can't figure out for the life of me how they're getting in. And they're all babies. So my worst nightmare is like, is there a lizard laying? Wait, do lizards lay eggs? You know what? I don't want to say that. But I was like, how are they getting in here? And I was like, I'm like freaking out. I'm like looking everywhere. I checked all the windows and I can't figure it out. And you know, I can't stand any creepy, crawly anything. I can't do it. So
you're speaking to the choir.
3 of them this past week, though. 3. And I killed.
So how do you even kill them with like sprayed and shit?
You can spray it with bug spray because this is Florida, so you gotta have some sort of bug spray on hand because as soon as you open your front door or your backslide and patio door, something's gonna run into your house. There's bugs everywhere. So you can use spray or you can use, I use a broom. I'll like whack it off the wall and then I'll swack it into the dustpan and flush it. If there's any PETA activists or
yeah, well, I know Statler is a big animal lover.
Yeah, I'm sorry in advance, guys. But like I told y'all, I love lizards because they eat spiders, and they're all around the outside of my house, because they eat spiders. So if you walk out like on my back lanai, there's like lizards everywhere, and I don't mess with them because they eat the other stuff. So that's fine. But once they come inside, they gotta go. I'm sorry. Like, hate me if you want, but they gotta go. They can't be in the house with me.
Yeah, you don't have to convince me of that. Anyway, I agree. True. Okay, let me go to my topics list. We're kind of buzzing through all topics. Let's see. Oh yeah, so Yara. Yeah. So Yara posted a rant about her body. Let me read her rants.
I knew this was coming when he called her ugly. Or in so many words on the last episode, I was like, this is gonna be her moment to do a body positivity post. And I was like, of all people, this pretty girl is gonna try to convince people that she's been bullied or something. So yeah, let's hear what you had to say.
Yeah, I knew the insecurities were going to result into like a hot photo of her with a rant. So here's her response to the fans. It says, "The funniest, this is Yara. The funniest thing is when people try to discredit my work. Quote, oh, she got surgery. Oh, it's lipo. End quote. Babe, you can buy boobs, but you can't buy muscle. You don't get toned arms, legs, and abs from a surgeon's table. You get them from discipline. I'm in the gym 6 to 7 days a week, eating clean, grinding hard. You don't have to accept it. But the truth is, this body is built, not bought."
That's the best she could do. I was expecting better than that. It is bought, no offense, but like 90% of her body was purchased. And I mean, maybe her maintaining, she probably goes to the gym, she probably does maintain it really well. But, we've seen what she looked like before. She was a skinny, assless, boobless chick in the beginning. And now she's the complete opposite of that. So it is bought. And I mean, if it is bought, own it. Like Darcy and Stacey ain't out there trying to convince anybody that's natural. They bought it and they own it, So why she acting like, she ashamed that she bought it? You bought it. It was your money. You got the receipt. It belongs to you. Stand by your work.
Yeah, I think Rubbermaid, we gave her like a thank you note after her new body.
I mean, she could be the spokesperson for Rubbermaid, like a rubber body at this point. No, but I want to say she looks great.
Mhm.
I've always said if you got the money and you want something new, buy it. And if that's a shirt or a nose or boobs or an ass, I don't judge nobody for nothing. If you got the money and it belongs to you, it's yours. And don't let nobody tell you any different. It's just weird when people try to deny or like say, oh,
Mhm.
just because I got, fake boobs and I had all this work done doesn't mean that I don't work hard. And I was like, yeah, you might go
Mhm.
to the gym, but I don't discredit the fact that you like that's like Jasmine posting like I don't know why people are saying my body's not natural because it's not. And we're not hating, but we know what
Mhm.
you look like when you started versus now. We know that it's
True.
and
Oh,
there
mhm. Oh, by the way, real quick, now that you mentioned Jasmine, I hate to crowbar this in because it wasn't in the topics list. Because I know, like last time we let Lana speak, she started like hammering us with all the like Jasmine theory, like stories and theories and bullshit stories and all that. And then one was that she like there was a story where she was flying to like Panama with her
oh yeah,
daughter.
I remember that. Yeah, and they said it was a frequent flight that she took.
Yeah, and then but then the other day she posted she can't leave the country, so that was a bullshit story.
Oh my God. So you know what? One of Jasmine's supporters probably made it up
Mm-hmm.
to try to take the heat off of her because she's been taking a lot of heat lately. So yeah, so that defunks that whole story because if she's not allowed to leave the country, because she did post something along the lines of Gino filed the complaint,
Mm-hmm.
immigration against her, and it's saying that she said it would cost her $80,000 to have the complaint taken down, which also sounded bogus because I don't think that you can have once you file or lodge a complaint, I don't think
Mm-hmm.
you can go in and have it retracted because I'm pretty sure it's a crime for you to file a false immigration complaint. So if he was to go in and say I made that up, I'm pretty sure he'd
Mm-hmm.
get in trouble. So I don't even know how much of this is really true. Do you believe Gino actually went to immigration and filed a complaint?
The only thing this isn't answering your question, but I do believe the part where she hasn't left the country. That part I believe. As far as the Gino complaint thing, mm, maybe I assume he looked into it, but I don't know if he like actually went the full all the way.
I don't think he did. I don't. And
I think it's like storyline to like it's for the show. They want her terrorized for the show.
yeah, I think that it's an easy way for her to have an excuse for not going to see her kids. Right?
Mhm.
Because when she first got here, she wasn't allowed to leave until she got her residency paperwork, her green card. So that we couldn't question that because she wasn't legally allowed to leave. So we couldn't hold her accountable for not going to see her kids during that period because we knew that she wasn't allowed. And then now if she comes back with this, oh well, I couldn't leave because Gino filed a complaint. I'm stuck in this country until it's resolved. That buys her some more time to explain why she hasn't been back to see her kids. And I think you're right. I think she hasn't been back because she's the type of person that would post it.
Mhm.
She was back in Panama because she really loves Panama. She has the Panama flag on her page and she talks about it and she's very proud of Panama and her kids. I think if she went back, she would post that she was there. So I guarantee
Yeah.
you, if she was there, we would have known about it.
Yeah, she's back in Panama and she had a photo op with her sons and her daughter all together. She posts that shit on Instagram like every 2 seconds
You would
because
plaster that every
yeah,
5 minutes.
That would
yeah.
be her new profile photo because
Mhm.
it would get a couple of people off her back because some people are like, why don't you ever go see them kids? No, it would get some people off back. She would use that as a snapback, a clapback. So yeah, she ain't been back there, and I don't know what the real reason is, but I don't think it's because she filed a complaint. Because first of all, a complaint is a complaint. It's not validated
Mhm.
until it's been investigated and they actually find that there was fraud. So a complaint is a complaint. Just like you can go to and file a police, what do you call it? A police report. It's not validated into a charge until it's actually investigated. So I don't think that someone filing a complaint on you would bar you from leaving the country. I don't think that that's even a thing.
True. And then did you, speaking of Jasmine though, did you, I know this is this is a silly topic, but did you see when it's from this Sunday show? So she was talking to Gino on the phone and then Gino in her phone the contact name was Gino Narcissist and then Narcissist was like misspelled.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. I couldn't tell what it said, so I'm really glad that you zoomed in and figured it out because I couldn't tell what it said from my TV. But it doesn't surprise me one bit that she can't spell. And what's crazy to me is if you have a cell phone, anytime you try to spell a word and you spell it wrong, your phone will tell you how to spell it. It
Mhm.
But
tells
wait
it
a minute, doesn't she claim she's like well educated
Like
and was a
she's an English teacher,
teacher?
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, English teacher, and she was an educator, but she can't spell. But a
Mhm.
lot of people are really questioning her backstory too, because they were like, I saw something on Reddit where somebody said that they are from Panama and they knew her and they never knew of her to work at a school. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what's true and what's not with her. It's hard to tell because she lies all the time. But a lot of people are questioning a lot of her backstory.
So anyway, yeah, obviously when I got privy and got wind of her, you know, having a misspelling, I had to pounce on that and bust her balls.
Well, yeah, you are a grammar Nazi. You are definitely go after anyone
Yeah.
who spells things wrong. But when it's Jasmine, we can't let anything
Yeah.
by.
And then obviously Gino shared my post on Instagram, so to rub it in a little more, but why not?
I mean, why not,
It's
right?
at the end of the day, it's promoting the new episode. We're promoting the show. We're actually doing them a favor, so they can't really complain.
It's free advertisement.
Exactly.
And maybe Jasmine will learn how to spell narcissist and change it. Maybe we're making the world a better grammar place.
Yeah, she mixed like narcissist and like narcissist, probably because she's used to sitting on gym dick. Oh, anyway.
Oh.
That is true. That is true.
All right, so let's see the next topic, which is it's not a 90-day topic, but it's like Match Me Abroad season 1 topic. So Michaela, which is Harold's ex off Match Me Abroad, she announced in the last week that she's like cancer free, and I found her post and reposted it. So I want to say, I'm happy for Michaela. That's an amazing announcement, and I could read you her post real quick before you react. So she said on Instagram, "Hi, my dear friends. Thank you all. Thanks all of you so much. We did. I am cancer free. The last 6 months is everything clear. Obviously, you're like English isn't perfect. Not to be a grammar Nazi. Last 6 months, everything is clear. I still have a port, and every 3 months I have to go to the hospital, but no more chemo. I'm so happy. I have more and more energy, and I can start working again. Harold is amazing and helps me all the time. Now now I will be looking for a job and enjoy new life." So that's Michaela's post.
That's amazing. I'm so happy.
That's awesome.
I hate that her and Harold didn't end up together because I really liked them together. They were both like amazing, cute, kind, gentle-hearted human beings, and I wanted them to make it. But I'm really happy that she's cancer free. That was really scary. I remember when they announced it. I think they announced it on the very last episode of her season. She had been diagnosed with cancer. Super scary, but that's amazing news. Congrats to her. I hope that she finds love. She said she was still talking to Harold during the process, which I think is amazing that they're still in communication. I love that.
Well, maybe they'll do like Matchmaker Bros
Rekindle.
season 3 with them. Yeah.
I want them to. I mean, I felt like that was the right match for him. I don't know if you watched this past season.
Like don't spoil it because I didn't watch like the last 2 episodes.
Oh, okay,
season
okay,
2.
okay, yeah. But I thought Michaela was the right girl for Harold. Like
Yeah.
when they did that season, I thought she was the right girl. So when I found out that they broke up, I was a little hurt because I was like, no, she's like she's your person. Right?
Yeah, she's like very sweet.
Yeah, and so and I felt like she understood him. And I don't know. So yeah. When you finish it, let me know because he was dating the chick on the show this season. So
Yeah, the Asian chick, yeah.
Yeah, finish it and then we can talk about it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I mean, I assume I know what happens, but I still haven't watched it yet. The ending. Okay, let's see. The other topic. The next topic is like I basically titled it things that aren't really like newsy, but we could mention them anyway. So Sonny posted pictures of his girlfriend, even though I guess he had unveiled her in the past. To me, it was kind of like new again because I forgot about her. I guess like the new girlfriend. I don't know if it's like Emily or something, but he posted like some photos of the new girlfriend. So it seems like that's going well. And I think there's a photo of the new girlfriend in like, the Indian garb.
Is this the one that he got right after he left Vea? Is it the same one?
Yeah, I think it's the same chick.
Oh, he's with the same chick. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I remember it was pretty quickly. Well, timeline wise, it looked quickly because it looked like they were still together when we were watching the show. But he basically found another American really like right after her. So cool. He found a girl that he stuck with.
Yeah, and she seems to be into it because, like I said, there was a photo where I didn't post this photo, but there was a photo of her in Indian garb, like with the relatives of Sonny. So she's basically all in, if you know what I mean. So there was
she's American, right?
She looks it. I don't know her background, but she looks like a white girl. Yeah.
Oh, so okay. So
I don't know if she's American or some other country, but yeah, she looks white.
Yeah, so good for them. Good for him. I actually
oh shit. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to get all excited, but guess who just mentioned me on their Instagram story?
Who?
Someone with like millions of followers.
Is it Ariana?
Yeah.
Ariana?
Yeah, no, everyone go see Ariana Maddox's Instagram. She just shared my story. Breaking news.
Hold on, I gotta go look. I want to.
It's from tonight's episode, but it's from tonight's episode, but it's not a spoiler. So, hell yeah, yo! I just made it, y'all, live on air.
What? Hold on, I'm gonna go look because now I need to know what's going on.
Oh shit!
She's like girl crush. What the hell?
See, she has a good sense of humor. Now y'all know why I love Love Island Games. I got the host with millions of followers sharing my stories and shit live.
All right, okay. Here's her page. Oh.
Oh, you don't see it. George, turn it off because maybe they have previews. Just go to the group chat.
Oh, I didn't see it. I saw his post. I just skipped through it until I saw his post. I didn't see it.
I think Gina's screenshot or something.
That's crazy.
I sent it to the group chat. Yes, I did. And I sent it on Patreon.
I'm very jealous, but I haven't tweeted
Me too.
anything for her to repost, so I can't really be jealous because
I posted that she was my girl crush this year. She did not post it.
Well,
she did not like it.
I don't think that she can repost you, Gina, because your page is private.
But I also don't have a blue check mark.
Well, I'm not verified on Instagram though.
Well, it's not a competition, but if it was, Shabooty won.
Yeah.
Clearly.
If it was, Shabooty won. We all lost. Gina, we're being dumped from the island. We lost.
We are.
Now the listeners, if you're wondering why I get all excited and hopped up of Love Island Games, that's an example.
Yeah, that's crazy because that show is watched by like 50 million people a day. So the idea that the host noticed something that you said is kind of cool.
And shared it to her over a million followers.
that's pretty cool. I'm a little jelly. I'm a little.
Again, jelly.
Yeah, like Sean Robinson never shared any of my posts.
Well,
Oh,
she's boring anyways, and she's attractive for her age, but Ariana, yeah.
True, yeah,
She's gorgeous.
sorry if that derailed the show and my line of thinking and shit. Anyway.
well, we were talking about Sunny and Vea. Oh, and I
Mhm.
think you mentioned earlier before I got here that Vea was one of the people that decided to unfollow you.
Yeah. Oh, and then I mentioned that and I might have mentioned this in a previous episode where she posted an Instagram post where it's like, if you're interested in having me on your podcast, here's my contact information. And then I totally ignored it and I wasn't interested. And that was before
Oh,
I knew that she unfollowed me.
that might be why she unfollowed you. You might have watched that story, and she knows you have a podcast, and you didn't respond to it, so that she might have unfollowed you.
And I think she probably unfollowed me, um, probably because I'm like Team Sunny and I always reposted shit.
Oh, so you think this happened a while ago?
Yeah, I think it happened a while ago, and then I
Oh.
didn't realize until recently because I don't give a rat's ass about Vea.
Well, she's my least favorite, honestly. Like, there's nothing like if I had to pick one of the Orlando girls, because we
Mhm.
got Courtney, Vea, and Vanja. If I
Mhm.
had to pick a favorite who's more entertaining, I would probably have to go with Courtney.
Sure, yeah. Courtney has a good personality and stuff.
Yeah, she's a good personality. She's funny. She's entertaining, and she says off the wall stuff. Like if I have to go with the most entertaining Orlando girl, it'll be Courtney.
She has a personality and like knows how to they'll laugh at herself basically.
Well, right. She makes fun of herself, and that goes a long way in this area, this space of reality TV. You have to laugh at yourself and laugh at the jokes that people tell about you. You know, having a good sense of humor makes you go so much farther. Like Vea, for instance, I remember when she was on her season, she was on her story snapping back and clapping back at everything that everybody said. And I was like, just laugh. It's funny. If you can't
Mhm.
see the humor in this, like, what are you even doing? It's funny. We're making fun of you for something you did on the show. It's funny. Just laugh and repost it and say haha and move on.
Mhm. True. Okay. Sorry. Let me.
Amberlee said that it was the wigs that Vea chose on the season. Amberlee, it really was. That was like 50% of why we made fun of her. It was those damn wigs.
Those Timu wigs.
Yeah, it was them damn wigs. We were like, where are you getting these wigs from and why? And if you have friends and they approve these wigs, get rid of those friends. What the fuck?
Get new friends.
True. Okay. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let's see. Let me go back to my topics list. Oh, that's a perfect segue. Okay. There's one other thing before we get into Love Island games. So, and again, this isn't really like breaking news, but I guess Mary, the chick from what's it called, with Brandon in Philippines, she's posting like her booty cheeks and trying to get you to subscribe to her. Like, I don't know if it's like it's not technically OnlyFans, it's just an OnlyFans competitor. So yeah, she's showing her booty cheeks online, which isn't really.
Brandon and Mary.
Yeah.
So is this like a new thing? Because was she always on?
Yeah, like I said, I titled this "Things That Aren't News," so I don't think it's like a new thing. It's just
Oh,
I have.
because they're like major grifters. I assume that she's always been selling booty cheeks on there, but
Yeah.
I didn't know. So this might be one of the first times she posted it because I didn't hear about it, but it wouldn't surprise me because she's always been asking people for stuff.
Yeah, like I don't think it's a new development, but I just decided to repost it. I had a funny caption though. Hold on, let me pull up my caption. I reposted on my Instagram, and then my caption said, well, her caption says, "Want to see more? You know where to look," and then you have to go to her bio. But then my caption said, "It's the first time," and I said, "This is from October 1st." So I said, "It's the first of the month." Oh, so let me. I hear music. Or sorry, I said, it's the first. It was posted on October 1st. So I said, "It's the first of the month, so you know what that means. Rent's due." And then I said, "Also, I know the Philippines aren't known for their bakeries, but nevertheless, Mary is serving up her cakes."
She's got to
So,
be out of her goddamn mind for charging these prices.
What's the
what's the
price?
prices?
Hold on. Just me in a soaking wet white shirt, $69 and up.
Oh, you
For
lying?
just for the photo or
$69
for a month?
I think this is just for a photo.
of her in a
What?
soaking wet white
Yeah,
shirt?
For
yeah.
Who does she think she is? First of all,
I have no idea.
no. Second of all, hell no. Third of all, does she think she's Yara? Like
And it's
$69?
for a picture, and it's $15 per month. I'll send everything on Patreon to join her Golden People membership. You're curious, aren't you? The pictures and videos you really want to see. Yeah, those are only for subscribers. Go ahead, subscribe now, and I'll show you the best direct message and exclusive content.
Oh wow. $69 for a photo is crazy work.
yeah, for $69, it better be Ariana Maddox or something.
That's crazy work. Like honestly, like not, and that's not the subscription price because you go on there and you have to pay. A lot of people don't realize on OnlyFans, you'll go on there and you pay a subscription, and then for certain videos and photos, you got to pay again. Just
Yeah,
to see that. So that's in addition to the monthly subscription price. If you want to see that photo, which she's clothed in, by the way, it's $69. And I'm like, who made her thing? And Amberlee was like, but she doesn't have boobs. Why would I pay? Exactly. Why would you pay $69 to see no boobs? Like, what is happening in the world when there's porn online for free? Like,
Mhm.
what is happening in this world?
I don't know, but I just had to post that and goof on her.
Amber, you know how much she has made. I know, right? We have people like Amani who post her revenue on there, but I want to know how much Mary made. That's what I really want to know. That's where the real tea is at. Because if it's anything over $1,000, I have questions. I have like so many questions. I want to interview the people. Like I want to know what is going on.
Mhm.
it's maybe just branding or like just supporting her work.
But Brandon ain't got no money, Gina. That's the problem. Neither one of them don't got no money. Remember when their season was on and they opened a store? They built a
Yep.
store and they were selling like supplies.
Cell phones.
Right. They were selling supplies at the store. And she said that they were selling a candy bar for like a dime, but they paid 9 cents for it. And I was like, I don't know if you're good at math, but the percentage of the shit that you're selling, you're not going to make any money. I was like, in order for any retail to work, you got to have at least a 20 to 25% markup just to even stay afloat. Like, because what's the point of you paying 5 cents for a candy bar, but you're going to sell it for 7 cents? 2 cents. Just stay the fuck home. That ain't even worth getting out of the bed for.
Then were they selling like cell phones or some shit? I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
you remember they were selling cell phones too, but I think those were off the back of the truck
Mhm.
because I remember.
Finger discount.
Yeah, they were like allegedly, but I heard that they were like certain type of cell phones. I don't want to say iPhones. I don't remember, but they were like hot, supposedly, allegedly. I don't know that, but Reddit were saying things, and they were like people were buying them, and then people were writing on Reddit saying that it wasn't even a real cell phone. It wasn't an iPhone. It was like a Pi phone. It wasn't even.
Mhm.
It was like the
It was a Temu version of an iPhone.
Yeah, it's always a scheme. It's always a scheme between the two of them. And instead of either of them ever getting a job, there's always a new scheme. It's never I just got a job. It's always buy this Pi phone from me or buy my butt cheeks. It's always or pay $69 for my nipple. It's always a scheme, right? It's never a job. It's always let me figure out a way to get somebody to give me some money.
Mhm.
And pineapple because I'm on fire. I just be getting so mad. They just make me so mad sometimes. I'm like, are you fucking serious? You're selling the candy bar for a penny? Go back to bed. That's not even worth getting out the bed for.
George on
Well,
a rant.
one thing though, they still seem to. Well, they do have a daughter, so that's probably one reason to stay together. But they seem to be
But they
together.
have 2 kids. Don't they have 2 kids now? I thought they had 2. Maybe I'm wrong.
I know they have a daughter named Midnight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can't remember what.
I don't recall them having a second. I don't think they had a second though.
Yeah, what you're saying, I don't remember because I don't remember there being a second child. but I don't follow either of them on social media. And after they, if it's all grift, so I don't even keep up with the story anymore. They kind of are like Paul and Karini at this point. Like, even if you see a storyline with their name in it, you kind of just keep scrolling because you're like, oh shit, I don't care. It's like, I don't care. It's always something with them,
True. So those were my 98 topics. The other, okay, so like as far as like, sorry to annoy the people that hate Love Island, but like, yeah, I haven't talked to y'all guys about it, but like, so what did you think when was it? I'm trying to remember now. I'm forgetting her names, but I forget her name. But the chick that then she threw the like thing on the. Oh my god! Now I'm forgetting all the fucking names. When the chick had the concussion, Nicola.
Garby and Nicola.
Nicola.
Yeah. What did you think when she get? No, sorry. What was the name of the girl that threw the thing on and hit Nicola?
Garby.
Garby.
Right. Yeah. So okay. Yeah. What did you think when Garby threw the thing and accidentally hit Nicola in the head and gave her a concussion?
Oh, I do think it was an accident. I saw that there was that online and people were like, Garby did that on purpose. But if you watched it back, Garby was not even looking when she threw that ball. She was looking at the ground to pick up another ball. And when she launched it, because a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, she knocked her out on purpose. So nah, that's not what happened. I definitely think it was an accident. And I think a lot of people were confused because they never told us how much those balls weighed. They just said that they weighed different amounts. But
well, like my initial reaction was like, I was trying to figure out like my initial. This is just like, again, I'm watching it at 2x speed and shit, so I don't want to sound insensitive, but like when I initially saw it, I was like, I'm wondering if they're like hyping up the injury for like dramatization purposes. So I was like, I wonder if it's like real or fake. So initially, when I first saw it, it seemed like
those
fake.
medicine balls can weigh up to like.
Gina, let me get my thought out before you like ruin my thought. So like initially, I was like, it seemed kind of fake, and then I went back and like rewound it and watched it again, and I was like, wait, no, that, and then I went and replayed it, and I saw the contact, hitting her upside the head, and those, yeah, they did, like you were saying, they weigh like, a lot of, they're very heavy. So then I was like, yeah, that looked very real. So my final conclusion was, yeah, it definitely was like a legit like concussion.
Well, it was real. It was a concussion. So here's my issue, right? Because this isn't the first time somebody got hurt. Because I think Chris broke his finger, sprang his finger, whatever. A lot of people were like, well, why weren't they wearing protective headgear if they were going to be throwing things at people? And because remember when we watched the one duel? I can't remember. I think it was between Kendall and Marvin. They were wearing protective headgear during their. So
the
they
one with the bells.
Yeah, for the bells. And I was like, they weren't even throwing shit at each other, but they still were wearing protective headgear. So I was like, if they would have put something on her head, I'm not saying that it wouldn't have stopped the concussion. Even with headgear on, that thing still could have knocked her out. But it might not have been as bad. I definitely think that people getting hurt on the show is becoming more frequent. And I think they're not taking necessary precautions to keep people safe because nobody should be breaking bones or getting knocked out or getting concussions from a game show.
Yeah. Like I won't say what activity they did tonight, but it wasn't like it wasn't really like a super physical activity, but then they did have like headgear on. So it seems like they're now being like super protective.
Well,
yeah, because everybody's been saying it, like, you guys need to do better. Like, no one should be getting hurt. Like with Chris's finger, that was like a fluke accident, okay? But getting like with the balls flying at you, no pun intended. Yeah, you need to protect everything. And I think stunt devils need to come in, do a proper analyzation of what is the worst that can happen and what protective gear that we need. With such a high production value, yeah, no, shouldn't have happened.
Here's my thing. My problem is when somebody gets hurt, they automatically send them home. Like when they said, "Oh, Nicola got hurt, she can't compete," and I was like, "Well, why don't you wait and let her finish off tomorrow?" Like I don't know if they're like on a schedule, a production schedule, or whatever, because I know they filmed that show and other shows on that same space. But I was like, "Well, why don't you let her sleep it off and let them finish it tomorrow? Like, why do you automatically just they can't anymore?" Right? Because they did the same with Chris. They were like, well, I was like, why don't you all take him to the hospital and check out his hand? And if he's okay, let him finish the other 2 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like that was my issue because I was like, everybody on Twitter came after me because I was like, oh, this is BS. They're sending her home. I'm crashing out. They should have let her compete. They should have checked her out. And they were like, well, you know, she wasn't gonna win, no way. And I was like, we don't really know that though. It wasn't like she was in there to beat the other girl up. It was a physical challenge, but at the end of the day, you never know who's gonna win. Some of these rounds were best out of 3, and they went 4 and 5 rounds because they just kept it was what and what for a long time. So I was like, I feel like they don't give everybody a fair shot. Like
Mhm.
Nicola didn't get.
No, I had the same reaction, but where I was like, man, come on. I was like, come on, your adrenaline's running in your man. Just let him fucking finish out the thing if he loses. So I was like, with the Chris thing, even if he has to do it with one hand, just let him like finish it out, even if he loses, like to be like a man.
Well, I wasn't gonna say to send them back in there hurt, but I mean, if they could send them and have them checked out, do an X-ray, and they can, verify nothing's broken, and give him something for the pain. If he wanted to go back in and finish it off, let him. But they
Mhm.
give them that option. And I mean, if something is broken, obviously you're not going to be able to compete. Like you go to the if you play football, you go to the doctor, you broke your knee, you ain't playing for the rest of the season. So I get that. But like just that Nicola thing, I don't even know if she had a concussion. She might have been okay. She might have
Mhm.
went to bed that night or woke up the next day and they checked it out and she was fine. She might have been able to finish that off, but it's like they don't give you that fair shot. So she didn't get 3 rounds, right? They were supposed to get 3 rounds. She didn't get 3. So we don't really know if she could have won or not.
That part, I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like with the concussion thing, at least with the NFL and stuff, now that everyone's all like super precautionary, which I kind of understand this day and age. But yeah, I don't know. And it's weird too how like it's weird if you get injured, it's like you don't even get to say bye. They just like you don't see them ever again.
Yeah, it's
I
like they
think it
stripped
just
them off.
depends on the condition because she likely had to go to the hospital and get checked out.
True.
But Chris didn't get to say bye either.
Exactly. That's my point. Yeah.
They just put you in a van and ship you off the island. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why that is. Because if you think about it, I think Kendall went home the same night. He got to take the little selfie with everybody. He got to walk out with his luggage with his name on it. Like, he got his little farewell. Nicola, they just shipped her ass off and we never saw her again. We don't know.
Yeah.
But
Once
when Nicola and Garby were playing, if you notice, it was still daylight. And then when Kendall started playing and playing his round, it was nighttime.
Mhm.
Yeah, but my thing is, if they took Nicola to the hospital and had her checked out, and she was well enough to get on a plane or well enough to pack her shit and leave the villa, why couldn't they just let her say goodbye and film it?
Yeah, I agree.
She's not dead. It's not like you were doing what's the movie where they take the corpse around and make it look like it's still alive?
Weekend at Bernie's.
Breaking that bird is right. She's still alive. If she's well enough to walk, she could have went back to the villa and rolled her empty little suitcase out and made it look like she was leaving, just like everybody else. What's different?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's like if you get injured, it's like they send you to the gulag and you're never heard from again.
Right. It's a weird thing. It's weird. I don't know why they handle it that way or whatever,
Mhm.
but I don't know. And I didn't get to watch this episode, so I don't know who got sent home because I know I wanted to talk about it, but I didn't get to watch it yet. So I guess we'll talk about that this weekend because I
Mhm.
want to. Well, you know what? We don't even got to because the finale come on Sunday, so we can just talk about the whole thing. Whenever next time we're back, we can just talk about the whole thing.
True. Real quick, I just want to go through my last tweets about the show. I said, "Damn, my man's Timu Drake lost and is leaving the villa," which is Kendall. Um, and then this is about the thing we just talked about, but I'll read you my tweet. I said, "Damn, Nicola did get hit in the head. I thought they were gassing it until I went back and replayed it. The part where they had to do like the kiss of death thing, I thought that was really slick. I said, that is so mischievously brilliant by the producers. The winners of a challenge had to low-key kiss certain cast members to give them a secret quote kiss of death to be eliminated. And I thought that was actually pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was very what's the Judas?
Mhm.
Judas gave Jesus a kiss right before he had him killed. So it was very diabolical, it was evil, it was messy. and I loved it. And I was like, it was funny because nobody picked up on it because everybody was pecking people on the on the forehead and
Mhm.
sneaking kisses. And I was like, none of y'all find that weird that any other time that y'all interacted, y'all didn't do that, but now all of a sudden people are like pecking on your on your cheek now. Like it was just weird to me because nobody seemed to be catching on that
Mhm.
what was going on.
Justine.
Yeah, Justine, she did. She was like, what was that about? You know, but everybody,
Mhm.
because Josh was like, who kissed me? Huh? When was this? And it was just funny to me because nobody caught on. I don't know if I would have caught on because I have a lot of Italian people that I'm really close with, and they do kiss people a lot. So I don't know
Yeah,
Mhm.
if I would have.
on the cheeks.
Yeah, guys too. Like when we don't see each other for a while, I probably wouldn't catch on that they were about to kill me because I wouldn't have caught on because they do it all the time. So it wouldn't have been weird to me probably.
Mhm. Oh, and then real quick, like you might have mentioned this earlier, but let me just repeat it for the hell of it. Nicola, and again, I don't know if it was her or her handler slash weed carrier. Nicola's person posted on Instagram on the official account. Her account says, "This is the girl that got a concussion." It says, "Thank you for all the messages and love regarding last night's episode." So,
Yeah, that's why I was saying she was totally fine. And you know, this show is filmed very close to real time. So I was like, if she was fine, why didn't that's why I said she should have been able to leave the villa and say goodbye like everybody else. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
by the
Like,
way, do you think Justine looks like Lauryn Hill?
no. Do
Uh,
people think that?
well, I posted it as kind of a goofy tweet, but
Which Lauren Hill now, Lauren Hill early on, Lauren Hill sister act? What Lauren Hill are we talking? Because I've met
Lauren
Lauren Hill in person more than 5 times. I know exactly what she looked like. So like,
Lauryn Hill at the height of her career when she was young, or no, let's say like Fuji's Lauryn Hill or something. I don't know.
Fuji's Lauren Hill. So this is before the miseducation. Okay. Um,
Maybe no, maybe in between. In
maybe
between.
he looks more like her in Sister Act than anything else.
True.
I think, yeah, yeah. Actually, that Lauren, Sister Act Lauren, yeah, they do have similar features.
True.
After anything after Miseducation of Lauren Hill, no, I don't see it anymore. But yeah, when she was really young and she did the Sister Act movie with Whoopi, she did look like her a little bit.
Yeah. So my tweet said Lauryn Hill got to do better than making out with Tyreek again.
Tyreek is a snake, yo. He's a snake. I can't deal with how much of a snake he is. I really wanted him to get sent home. Tyreek is the worst.
Like I know he's like the villain on the show, so he like loves the hatred, but I know I'm falling for it, but I can't stand Johnny.
Oh yeah, Johnny's a
They're,
snake too. Yeah, Johnny.
they're all snakes. That trio is all snakes.
Yeah, there's a snakes trio. It's Tyreek, Toby, and Johnny. They're all snakes. And
Mhm.
have like a little what do you call it? Alliance where they want to be the last three. They want to be in the finale. So they will do anything that they have to do to eliminate literally anyone. Guy, girl, like they don't care who it is. Their little alliances, they want to be the last one standing. And Toby tried to remember Toby's the one that gave Garby the kiss of death, right? And then after he gave her the kiss of death, this dude tries to go and tell her, like, hey, I want a couple with you. He's like, you've won 2 duels. You're really strong. You're unstoppable. I want you to help me win. And Garby was like, why in the hell would I help you win?
Mhm.
You're
She
the
called him Judas.
right.
She's like, no, Judas, no.
She's right. The audacity to give somebody the kiss of death and make them vulnerable and try to get them sent home, and then within the same freaking day, damn near, sit next to them and be like, "Do you want to couple up with me so you can help me win?" That's some diabolical, crazy work, right? That's
Mhm.
crazy work. Like, how do you even say that out of your mouth after you literally tried to get that same exact person sent home?
Yeah, that
Out of
was
the three, though, I don't like Tyreek the most. I feel like Tyreek is really the biggest snake. Like he's the king of the snakes. You know, when you get to the last level, like
mhm.
he's the king of the snakes. He's the big boss at the end. You got to defeat Tyreek to win the game.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, like yeah, I don't know why. Aside from, I mean, okay, maybe they think he's cute. I know JLP liked Tyreek's like looks, but aside from that, I don't know why the women are falling for him.
I don't either. I don't get it. I think that I try to look and understand why people do what they do, but yeah, I think Tyreek is goofy and awkward, and I have to turn on the closed captions anytime he talks. I can't understand anything he says, but that's not his fault. That he's got like the Central C accent. Y'all know who Central C is? Like
Yeah.
I don't know what town it is in over there in the UK that they're from, but everybody they talk like that, and it's kind of like they're like what do you call it? Not ebonics, but like their cultural slang, right?
Mhm.
It's like how you know how in the US the young kids they talk in a certain type of slang. They use words like NPCs and stuff you never. He talks
Yeah.
in the UK slang, and I can't understand anything he's saying. And half the time I have to put the captions on just to understand what's going on because I'm like, what did he say? Is that even words? I can't even keep up.
True. Yeah, that dialect or whatever it is.
Pineapple is the way he licks his lips grosses her out.
Mhm.
I didn't notice that pineapple girl, but you're probably right. You're probably right.
True. Are you? I think we're at like strip club reviews.
Oh, strip club is. Oh, Gina, where are we? No, don't tell me where we're going yet. I'm gonna try to guess. I'm gonna try to guess.
Okay, hold on. Even I don't know yet. I haven't. Let me look at my text real quick. Let's see. Okay. Wait, hold on. Now, wait. I'm confused now.
Okay,
There's
there's two
two.
batches. Yes.
Okay.
Wait, there's two batches from two different places.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, Pineapple Girl said almost like a dog, we're not in a cute way. Pineapple Girl, you know what is funny? When I look at Johnny, his face reminds me of like a bulldog.
Mm-hmm. It's
And
like was Chris is scrunched up or some shit.
yeah, it reminds me of it's funny because all the people all the women on Twitter are like, "Shut up, you ugly. You don't know it," because you know they love the way he looks and they love him. So whenever I say anything, they attack me. They're like, "Shut up, you wish you look like him." But I was like, every time I look at him, I see like a little bulldog, like a dog face. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. True. All right, hold on. Okay, so yeah, we have two little batches. Let's see. Do what you should I? You want to guess? How do I? You want me to give hints or what are we doing? How do we want
Um,
to do it? The
let's
first one.
let's do a name of the strip club first.
Okay. Okay. Well, this one is like, oh, hold on a second. Okay, this is all. Anyway, this one is, but this is like all over the country, I assume, because it's like a popular name. This is the Penthouse Club of Bat. Oh, wait, if I say the name, then you'll know where it is. Let's say it's a penthouse. It's a penthouse club.
Oh yeah, that's hard though because everywhere that I've ever lived had a penthouse club.
Yeah.
So, because Cleveland, we had one in Cleveland. Because I remember at the penthouse in Cleveland, there was a stripper that fell off the balcony and died because it was on the news. I remember it happened at the penthouse club. All right, so are we on the East Coast, West Coast, or in the South or in the Midwest?
The South.
I think I know because you said it. Is it Baton Rouge?
Yeah, I might have said the B
Yeah.
word.
I heard the beginning of it, so I kind of figured I was like, oh, it's gonna be Baton Rouge, and y'all know that's where I grew up.
That's
Yeah.
why I had to add it, but there wasn't too many funny ones. So that's why I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, well,
Baton Rouge is ratchet, so you're not gonna find any nice clubs there. But and I've never been there because I moved away when I was 15, so I
Mm.
didn't get to experience any of the strip clubs when I was down there. But I'll be down there in a couple of weeks actually. So if I do happen to go to this club, I'll let you guys know.
True. Okay. Yeah. There's two. We'll have two different strip clubs. There aren't that many, so we'll go to two spots. Okay. So let's start.
Wait, just out of curiosity, where is it located? Because I do know where stuff is. I'm just curious.
It's like Bennington Avenue.
Oh, I don't know where that is. Okay.
It's near like Route 10 and Lee Drive and College Drive.
Oh, I know where it is. I know where it is actually.
Okay.
College Drive. Yeah, I know where that is. That's not. We're not talking like ratchet. No, no, it's not nice, but it's not ratchet. I know where ratchet starts off the I-10, but yeah, okay.
True. Okay. Let's see. Let me load up the things. Um. Okay. Let's see. This is a two-star review from Guy. The guy says, the girls aren't that pretty. There may be two that look good, but most of the girls are overweight and look bad. 2 stars.
Oh, that was 2 stars.
Mm-hmm.
That may be nice to say, but still gave it 2 stars. Crazy. All right.
And then here's a 3-star review from Jenn, which I guess is a chick. The dancers are not what they used to be. Let's see, the pull this they pull the same moves on stage when they approach you. The first words out of their mouths are usually "Want to dance?" Bailey, Blue, Layla, and Amber were the best entertainers there by far. Stay away from the manager Keith. He's a class A wannabe alpha male. If he really likes you, he'll offer you a ride in his shitty little Corvette. You lucky girl. Barf. I won't be going back for a very long time. It's been a disappointment. The last 3 times I've gone, 3 stars.
So this was a chick, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then next one is in Todd. He says, if you're looking for a very low budget place to go, let's see. If you're looking for a very low budget place to go, this is grammar's all fucked up. To go, the Penthouse Club is the place to go. Me and a couple friends were here from out of state and decided to stop by, but the women there didn't really seem like they ever wanted to be there. The women were just hanging out with each other when they should have been going around talking to people. That is just poor management on that part. But if you're looking for a good time, do not pick this place to go. You would have more fun at a Chuck E. Cheese, 1 star.
Oh, Chuck E. Cheese.
I mean, isn't that? I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that's usually where ratchet women go to beat up each other while their kids play.
Mhm. It smells like socks.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I don't know about all that. They do have good pizza though. Their pizza's good.
Mhm. Sure. The next review doesn't have a name. So 1 star review from No Name. It says, I would give 0 stars if possible. I went with a friend and his wife. We were charged $55 for beer, wine, and a Crown and Coke. How in the world is that $55? I spent 15 years working at the Gold Club in NOLA. The the Baton Rouge Penthouse Club is a joke. One cute dancer, the rest were either overweight or tatted up like a biker bar, and I've been to them too. The night was a waste of time. I should have went and bought a handle of Crown, hired real strippers, and had a party at a Motel 6. It would have been a better experience. I don't see how they can call themselves Penthouse Club. Give me a break. More like leftover and overcharged center. You all should be ashamed of yourselves for showing up to work there. Looks more like Southern Comforts 2 on Bennington. All new girls and staff needed. In other words, do not waste your money here. Go to New Orleans. It is a joke. 1 star.
Damn.
Okay.
A well-known fact that all the strip clubs in New Orleans are better than the ones in Baton Rouge. That is a well-known fact.
True. Let's see. This is 1 star review. It says simply disgusting. I witnessed the death of a roach in the bathroom. I absolutely hate this place. But the women are hot as heckaroo, so I rate 1 star.
What does he mean? Witness the death? Did it have cancer? Did it
I
have
don't
a
know.
heart attack? Like, what did it-
Maybe he got flooded in urine, but yeah, he says I witnessed the death of the roach in the bathroom.
He said it like he literally watched its life end. Was he the one that killed it? Like, nah, I have questions.
Yeah, he probably pissed on it. I don't know. So Gina, was that the last one of that club or something?
Yes, that is
Okay.
correct.
Okay, cool. Oh, and then before I read the next batch of the next club, I think I know I texted it to like the group chat, but I want to read like a fan comment if I could find it. Hold on. I'm trying to find this like fan that loved one of the last strip club reviews we did. Assuming maybe I can't find it. I don't know. Maybe did I put it in Patreon? I don't know. I might have put it in Patreon. There was like a fan that was laughing their ass off at last week's. Give me a second. I just want to see if I can find his review of like last. Oh, here it is. I found it. So this is if someone listened, I think it was from last Friday's review. They sent me an Instagram DM. It says, quote, I just listened to your strip club reviews and I'm crying, laughing so hard at the vagina biting and it looking like a hot dog blew up in the microwave. I haven't laughed that hard in a while. Thank you.
That was crazy, right? That
Yeah.
one was so good. You're right. That was one of the best strip club. No, I don't want to say out there, but I did when at the playback, I listened to it back. I was dying. I was actually cleaning out my upstairs bathroom and I was like scrubbing the shower. I was on the floor on my hands and knees crying, laughing. It was so fucking funny. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was funny. The fan that sent me that, I think off the top of my head, I think she's from Philly, and like people in Philly have kind of good sense of humor. They like dirty humor. And then she was sending me like a ton of, and I didn't mind it, but she was sending me a bunch of like voice messages on Instagram DMs. And then her like husband was in the background too. And I think like, I am assuming the wife got like the husband to like tune into the podcast. And it seems like both of them were like laughing their ass off collectively. So it was pretty cool to hear like a couple like laughing and off our podcast and giving us a lot of love. So that was pretty cool.
I love it. I love it. I'm glad that people find it funny because I like to think that we have a good sense of humor, but it's
Mhm.
nice to have a little verification that we're funny and not just vulgar.
True. Yeah, well, I know like Philly is like Howard Stern country, so if they could like Howard Stern, they're gonna like our humor. Anyway, all right, so we have another batch from another city. Let me not spoil where it is. Okay, so the next one is like Crazy Horse Cabaret.
Oh, a crazy horse. We had one of those in Cleveland too on Brook Park Road. So,
Oh,
are we in the Midwest?
yeah.
All right. Are we in Colorado?
No,
No. Are we in Missouri?
no,
Um, Montana?
no. But Gina, should I give him a hint?
Sure.
Um, it's
Is it
the
Michigan?
huh?
Is it Michigan?
No, it's near the 480.
480. Is it in Ohio?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, Ohio, 480. I lived
Yeah.
right off.
You actually you guess it off rip. It's
Yes.
off Brook Park Road. Oh,
Wait, is this the crazy horse that is in Cleveland? The one
yeah.
that's the one that's in Brook Park and on Brook Park Road by the airport.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Shut up. I've been there.
Oh shit.
Shut up. I've been there. And back in the day, I used to Uber on the side and I used to pick up drunk people from the Crazy Horse all the time. And it's funny because I remember I picked up some drunk people from a bachelor party from the Crazy Horse and they needed a ride. And apparently they were all drunk and acting belligerent. So the Uber before me left them at the Crazy Horse. So when I got there, they were so happy that I wasn't going to leave them. They tipped me $150.
Damn.
So I literally have been in this strip club. So I'm actually excited now. I'm actually excited.
Well,
You said it at first. You're just like, oh, there's a crazy horse in Ohio.
Yeah, you knew
and
the
I
road
was
and
just
shit.
like, keeping my mouth shut. And I was just like,
So that one on Brook Park Road, there's a Walmart on that Brook Park Road. And when I was in high school, I worked at that Walmart on Brook Park Road. And then the ironic part is after high school, I moved all the way on the east side of the city, all the way on the other side of the freeway. And then years later, I moved back over there. So that airport and that strip club was like 5 or 6 miles from where I used to live the last time I was in Ohio. So I was always, and in order to go to the airport was literally right across the street. So in order to go to the airport, you had to pass that strip club.
True. All right, let's get to it. Let's see. Leo, we'll see if there's any like reviews by someone named George in there or not.
yeah.
No, I'm not a reviewer. I don't. I know that's bad. So I'll go somewhere and it'll be amazing and I won't write a review. I'm one of those people. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, like I'm one of those like never write a positive review, but then it's like
If
I'll
it's
read a bad
bad,
review.
if it's bad, I'll drag
You,
that business.
yeah,
I'm that person. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
am that person too.
Yeah, and then I get annoyed when like the business like emails you and real quick, not to like derail the podcast, but like I'll try to keep it quick. But like I went to this like a year or two ago, I went to this like a new dentist like nearby, and it was like one of those like it was kind of like a fancy boutique kind of dentist, and like I didn't really have a good experience. It seemed like it was like upsell city, like they're trying to upsell you on all these services and shit that you don't really need, like cosmetic shit that you don't really need. And then so I was kind of annoyed, and then I left like a 1-star review, and then anyway, like I forget, but then like the wife of the business owner, like, and this is like a Google review, so if anything, reply to me on Google. But then the wife of like the business owner like looked me up on like Facebook or something, and then sent me like a Facebook DM or something trying to like find my. It's like, what is your patient name? Who? I think
Hold
you
the
left this review.
hold the fuck on. She stalked you down and looked up your Facebook.
Yeah, I did a Google review, then I ended up getting a Facebook message from like, the wife of the business owner. And
That's wild.
she was like, "What was your patient name?" Because I think I left the review under Shabooty or something.
Did you tell her or like how
No,
did
I didn't tell her like my government name or whatever.
I feel,
But I
I
was
feel
annoyed. I was like, "Why are you up my ass?"
well, yeah, the fact that she tracked you down and was stalking you is wild. If there is no return, like reply address on the review, then that means you didn't want to be contacted. Because I'm pretty sure you can click the box that says, "Do you want to be contacted?" And then they'll
Mhm.
share the email with the business. But if you don't click the box, then they don't share the email with the business. So they can't get a hold of you unless they remember your name.
Yeah, and it wasn't under my like I didn't leave the review under my real name. So yeah, I was like super annoyed that this bitch like was all up in my ass on Facebook. And I didn't even leave the
I would have left another review about that. I would have been
yeah,
like, let me tell you about this stalking ass bitch. Like, I
yeah.
would have left another one.
And well, definitely left the dentistry and found a better family dentistry, like an actual family dentistry, which I like. I don't like a boutique like trying to upsell city dentistry type shit.
Yeah, you don't want that. I had a dentist that was like that. I would go in to do my cleaning and then I would leave with they called it a treatment plan. And it'd
Hmm.
be like
A
$12,000.
package.
Yeah,
Yes.
it'd be like $12,000. They're like, oh, we can do a root canal here, we can do an implant here, we can do this, we could do that. And I was just like, there's nothing wrong with my teeth though. Y'all, it was just they wanted me to just
Hmm.
buy. And I was like, y'all are tripping.
Hmm. Yeah,
One
it's
dentist who kept calling me. I'm like, okay, you're harassing me, and I am done with you guys. Stop harassing me. Like, I'm writing a review, wrote a review. I'm like, you guys need to stop calling
hmm.
me. And then I found another dentist, and I basically, and then the other reception, like the one reception, she was Asian of descent, and the other reception was Portuguese. She's like, well, and the Portuguese one called me, and she's like talking to me about it. And she's just like, well, like blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I don't give a damn. I already told you guys to stop calling me. Don't call me. I'll call you, basically. And that's how I want my business done. Right. So don't be harassing my ass because dentist is expensive. Don't be harassing my ass.
Yeah, I only go
Hmm.
to the dentist when something hurts in my mouth. And I know that's bad. Like you're supposed to, I mean, I do go get my cleanings every year, but like I only go if something hurts. Is I don't you don't really need to because if you go, they're gonna find something to charge you for. So I only go when
Mhm.
yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, and it's like if you leave the boutique dentistry and then go to like a real dentist, then the next place shockingly they don't like try to upsell you on a million things. Like they don't come at you with a million problems and shit.
Yeah.
Well,
We
they
just need to find merch dentist from Love Island.
Hmm.
oh man, his teeth were so good. Like I don't know what dentist he had, but that dentist was like, the top plastic surgeon. What do they call him? Mr. Dr. Miami, I think is what they
Hmm.
call him. He's like the top plastic surgeon. Whoever Mert's dentist is, he was definitely the top dentist. I've never seen a set of teeth that looked that unrealistic and perfect in my life. That those teeth
Yeah.
look real.
A little too white though, maybe. I don't know.
Well, they still had the new teeth look. Like, when you buy a new car and it's really shiny, they still had the new
Mhm.
teeth look. He hadn't drank enough wine and
Or
beer
coffee.
or brown liquor. They'll brown out a little bit when he drinks a little more.
Mm. Sure. Okay, let's go to Crazy Horse Cabaret. The first review is from username Not Really. It says, "Small, dirty shithole with three average girls, the rest way under par to be taking their clothes off for money. I only survived because everything else is closed. The cheap Chinese screens are the perfect compliment. 1 star."
That seems very accurate, actually.
Like, you've been there, so what are the cheap Chinese screens?
Well, when you go in, it is very small, right? And it's funny because it's in a massive lot. Like the parking lot is like humongous, and then the building is really, 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 really small. So
Mm.
when they said a tiny small shithole, I was like, that's very accurate. And then when you walk in, there's like a bar, and then there's like a bathroom right there. And so yeah, that was pretty accurate.
True. Okay, the next one is just like one sentence. but it's very telling. This is from John Lapp. It says $40 hand job and $80 blow job, 1 star.
Whoa. So $40 for the hand job, 80 for the blow job. I mean, that's fair. That's
Mhm. Well, his name is John Lapp, so he probably knows a
Yeah.
thing or two about lap dances. Oh, anyway.
be a lap dance connoisseur, maybe.
Mhm. Let's see. This is from Nancy. Not couples friendly club. I took my husband in and could not get a girl to our table after tipping 5 of them on stage. I'm not sure why, considering they were not busy at all, but we will not be back, 1 star.
Yeah, it's a lot of people mistake that they're not busy again because the parking lot was so big and the building was so small. So it always looks like there's no one there.
Mhm.
I did because I tell you, every time I drove by, there would be like 3 or 4 cars there, but it's like a 60-car parking lot. So it always looked like there's nobody there, even when it was packed.
True. Okay, this one's from Tim. My favorite dancer followed me into the restroom and gave me a blumpkin. She only charged me $250. She said she does alcohol too, and she gave me her number. So George, 1 star. George, do you know what a blumpkin is?
I do not.
This is off the top of my head, but I think it's when while you're taking a shit, the chick is like blowing you at the same time on the toilet.
Oh no, are you serious?
Yeah, I think so.
It's funny. I had just put in the chat, "What's a blumpkin?" So I did not know that, and I have never wanted that. Honestly, I've never wanted that. That's so odd. I've never thought of mixing those two acts. It's never.
Are you
crossed my mind.
surprised it came from this strip club?
No, this one's over by the airport. No, this is kind of like the Cokey part of town. Oh no, this doesn't surprise me at all. No.
Okay, hold on. Even though like that was, let me do the honors, but like, I'm gonna look it up on like Urban Dictionary and read you the official Urban Dictionary definition because while I think I was accurate, I want to give you the official definition. So give me 1 millisecond. Okay, a blumpkin is from Urban Dictionary, the delicately balanced art of getting your cock sucked while taking a dump. Used in a sentence, Morty made frequent trips to the office restroom, but never when the janitor who calls Costa Rica is there because that janitor liked to give blumpkins. Another definition in a sentence. When a guy is taking a shit and receiving a blowjob, used in a sentence. She gave me a blumpkin at school. It felt so nice. One more. Blumpkin, receiving a blowjob while taking a shit. If done to perfection, then you will die. If both come and shit, if both come and if both come and shit escape your body at the same time, then yes, you will die. If you don't believe me, try and find someone who has.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and then used in a sentence. There are no examples for a blumpkin. Everyone's dead.
That's crazy, but also probably true. I mean,
True.
but also who wants to do both of those at the same time? That's not, I have questions. I have questions, the whole thing, but am I surprised that it happened in that place? No. No.
True. Okay, let me do like just I'm getting a kick out of this. Let me do 2 more definitions off Urban Dictionary. The act of a female drawing a male phallus into her mandibular orifice while said male ejaculates fecal matter from his rectum. Use in a sentence. After I knocked the crack after I knocked the crack whore's teeth out, I made her give me a toothless blumpkin. Another definition: to receive a blowjob while defecating (parentheses taking a dump). The best of 2 worlds. This is universal. I can't believe it wasn't in here before. Use in a sentence. That New Jersey hooker gave me a blumpkin and a scorching case of genital warts for $3.62.
Why did it have to be a hooker? So I'm getting the feeling that only hookers do this.
Yeah, I think
It's not
so.
gonna be a nice Christian girl that's gonna give you a blumpkin. It's gotta be a hooker. Every definition is a hooker.
It's a way you like Demoralize a hooker, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I think so. This is how you know that you're a $2 hooker and not a $70 hooker if you're giving Blumpkins.
Sure. Let me read more of these because it's funny. Receiving oral sex while taking a shit. Also see Crumpkin. I don't know what Crumpkin is, but we'll have to look that up next. That we're using a sentence. She agreed to give me
Maybe it's the other way. Maybe it's the girl doing a number two.
I don't know. We'll see. Okay, she agreed to give me a Blumpkin as long as Hot Carl came to visit. I think that's another play on words. Well, let's do one more, then I'll look up Crumpkin. Blumpkin it says the process of excreting fecal matter while at the same time receiving oral pleasure. The process should relieve the male individual in the excreting process as the sensual pleasure eases the anal cavity. Such acts are periodically performed under the influence of alcohol. Used in a sentence. Barry saw Nick on the shitter and in her state of drunkenness gave Nick a most excellent Blumpkin. It was only after the roommate walked in did it come to her attention that he was also shitting.
What did she think he was doing on the toilet though? Like, what do people normally do when they're sitting on the
I don't know.
Well, how did you not realize? Like, I didn't realize you were shitting. Like, what did you think they were doing in the bathroom on the toilet with their pants around their ankles? Like, what did you think was taking place? What the hell?
And what about the smell? I don't know.
Well, right, but they said that they usually take place under the influence of alcohol. So I think that answers a lot of those questions.
True. Okay, here's a new word, a crumpkin, which I don't know what it is, but here's a definition of crumpkin. This is the first time I'm reading this for myself. A logical evolution of the blumpkin. The crumpkin is receiving head while taking a shit while smoking crack.
Oh, we're adding a new element. So they're
Yeah.
crack. And remember, I told you that was a cokey part of town.
So okay, you use in a sentence. After spending weeks trying to find the perfect Father's Day gift for my husband, my friend Alice suggested I simply buy a huge bag of crack and fillet him while he shits. He loved it. Thanks, Crumpkin.
Wow.
One more definition. Crumpkin is the act of receiving oral sex while defecating, parentheses, taking a dump and smoking crack. An evolution of the Blumpkin. Here it is used in a sentence, or it's a back and forth conversation. Woman number one. I have no idea what to get my husband for his birthday. Any ideas? Woman number two. Why don't you give him a Blumpkin? Woman number one. No, that will never do. I gave him one of those last year. Woman number three. Well then, how about a Crumpkin? Woman number one. Perfect. Now I just need to get some crack.
Well, this is a typical conversation that usually happens.
True. Well, I'm curious what the Zoom chat is saying. Hold on, I gotta look. Well, Sherry's laughing her ass off. Shocker. It's like, let's see. Anyway, yeah, Sherry's loving this conversation. Let's see let's see if there's any of those blowjob on the head while taking this bad bitch named Zelaya gave me a crumpkin yesterday. Crumpkin, getting a blowjob while doing crunches. That's motivation. So that's a different definition. While doing some of his 3,000 crunches a day, Ronaldo gave a crumpkin from gets a crumpkin from Kim Kardashian. Okay. All right. Let's do one more and I'll end it. Crumpkin, a delicious cream cheese filled pumpkin bar created by Northport Fishington Cookie Factory. Dude, hey man, you want to go to the cafe? Dude number two. Hell yeah. They've got these crumpkins, right? Those are my John, dude. Word, best Johns ever. Due to if I could hump a season, it would be definitely the fall. End of conversation. Okay, that was about it.
Oh,
We're derailing.
that was different. Okay.
True. All right. Let's see. Let's go back to the definitions. I mean the reviews. Tim, I don't know if I read this one. Oh no, I think I read that one. That was the Blumpkin one that okay, the next review from the strip club, Mark, 2 stars says, I was there last night and it sucked to cost me $4.75 for a beer when I gave the girl 10. I asked her for my change and she walked away and never came back and asked me if I wanted another beer. Not one girl came by and asked me if I wanted to dance. They were most interested in they're most interested in talking with each other or with the guys that were there for a while. I will never or I will I don't know why it says this, but it says I will let's see. For I will go back there again, which is kind of confusing because it's a 2-star review. So I don't know why it says I will go back there again. Maybe he means to say I will not go back there again. I don't know.
Not go back. Yeah, probably not go back.
Yeah, that's why I was all confused. Okay,
Oh,
here's a
the beer was $4.75. He gave her a 10 and she walked away and never came back. Then she comes back and asks him, do another one, another beer. And I'll be like, yes, I bought another beer because you kept my change. That's crazy. That's crazy.
true. Okay, here's a one-star review from Flyby. Oh, is this Gina's? Is this the last one?
Um,
Flyby.
no, nope, there's another one.
Where's the other
And
one?
then it should be on there. Hold on 1 second.
No, I think Flyby is the last one.
Oh, I need to send you 2 more.
Okay, well, I'll read Flyby. Okay, this is from Flyby. It says, terrible. Bring back the original management and prices, and I will return. I refuse to be harassed by the floor man and the stupid manager, DayB, who is nothing more than a piece of crap retard. Sorry if I just use our word. Just pour gasoline on the place and claim insurance because it's a waste of space now. 1 star.
That one was pretty accurate, though.
Sorry, 1 more. Sorry, not 2 more. 1 more.
So this is
your
the
last
final one, right?
George. Yeah.
Okay, last one.
Okay, guys, last one, money shot.
True. Crumpkin shot.
Oh, yeah, pumpkin shot.
Yeah. Okay. This is from Bob Johnson. It says, last time I went here, I got molluscum contagiosum and genital warts. Be careful, boys. The BBFS was not worth it. 1 star. Now I'm trying to figure out what BBFS is.
I'm trying to figure out what any of that was. What was the first thing you said?
we already, it was at another strip club too, where someone got the same disease.
Hold on, I'll text it to like the group chat because it's like a confusing ass word. Maybe you can read it better than I could.
It's a
Hold on.
disease?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like a STD?
Yeah.
he used like the scientific word or whatever.
Oh, I need like the layman's term. Like, is it herpes? Is
Well,
it is
I
it
texted it to you, so we could let's Google it. I guess I don't.
like is it gonorrhea? Like I'm not a doctor. I need the layman's term.
I'm on it.
We're on it.
A mild viral skin infection that causes small, smooth, pearly bumps with a central dimple. These bumps are usually painless, fresh colored pink or white and can appear anywhere on the body.
And then we got to figure out what BBFS is.
I'm on that too.
I'm gonna look it up on Urban Dictionary.
BFS was not worth it. So what is that? Why do people use abbreviations assuming that we know what the hell they're talking about?
Oh, okay. I don't know if this is what he's talking about, but I think this is what he's talking about. BBFS. It's an acronym for bareback full service, a term generally used within online escort and prostitution communities to refer to unprotected condomless vaginal sex with a prostitute. The term also encompasses unprotected anal sex and is sometimes used to describe non-prostitute civilian sex encounters as well, considered the holy grail by some Johns (parentheses customers) and frowned upon, at least publicly, by others. Most mongers, another word for John, are guilty of BBFS at least several times in their lives. Used in a sentence. In the heat of the moment, I jammed my dick in the prostitute bareback without a condom and came in her pussy. After the BBFS, I got tested and luckily I came out negative for STDs. So yeah, bareback full service.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why it's fitting to the review.
Yeah, he banged her raw.
In the strip club?
I don't know.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, considering a bumpkin was happening in the washroom, would you be surprised that they banged in the strip club?
I mean, no, I've been to the strip club and I'm not very surprised that people were banging in the bathroom. The bathrooms were not clean, by the way, though. So that's nasty, but okay.
Now I have a question for you, George. Why don't you give us, since we couldn't find any of your reviews, why don't you give us your 1-star review on this strip club?
All right, I guess I would say really dirty, outdated decor, dirty bathroom, Unattentive waiter and bar staff, and mediocre girls, 1 star.
Yeah, yours is the type of review that I would skip over because it's not that funny.
You didn't drown any roaches in urine?
Yeah.
No, I
Or
didn't actually. I
you
didn't.
hot dogs, you didn't get any STDs, you didn't encounter a Gigi dancer. Yeah.
No, I was. I mean, I'm not.
You didn't have shit stains on your white pants at the end of the night?
No, I guess I'm a boring person, right? Like I don't go to the strip club and actually bang any of the strippers. I guess I'm a boring person. I'm not. I'm not there getting crumpkins in the bathroom. I'm more so there drinking and
Mm.
looking and not touching. Guys, you have to remember, I grew up in a religious cult, so I have, I'm not like out there causing debauchery and getting crumpkins. So.
Mhm. Pumpkin sounds like a delicious, like Danish or something.
Yeah, I put that in the chat. I was like, that sounds like a snack in the UK, right? I feel like it sounds like something that I would eat, and it's like a croissant or a dessert or a pastry. Like that was the vibe that I got. And then
Yeah.
Like a croissant and a cinnamon bun together type of thing.
yeah,
Like
so
a concoction.
so when you described it, I was like, oh, that is not what I was thinking at all. That's not. But yeah, when I heard it, I was like, oh, it's something that I would eat in the UK or somewhere overseas, and it's sweet. That's just what I thought.
Yeah. See, you learn so much by listening to this podcast. Now you know the next time you're like taking a shit, getting a blowjob, and smoking crack, you'll know what to call it.
Yeah, there's a term for that. You know how they say there's an app for that? There's a term for that, what you're doing. There's a term. Snorting crack, getting a blowjob, and taking a dump in a dirty bathroom in Cleveland. There's a term for that. There's
See, we're expanding Sherry's horizons in Canada.
Wait, she says we have buffins here at Cobb's Bakery. What's buffins? Wait, she says we have buffins here at Cobb's Bakery. What's a buffin?
She said it in the chat.
Where is it?
She says they're part bun and part muffin, and they are delicious.
Part bun, part muffin. That does sound delicious.
You know what you're thinking of when you say like that, like crumpets? It's crumpets. That's what they have in England. They have like crumpets.
Tea and crumpets. I've had it, and when I was there, I've had it. Tea and crumpets, and they're delicious. So when you said that, I thought it was some sort of extension of that or something in that vicinity. So I didn't, when you described it, what it was. Well, I kind of had an idea it wasn't a pastry when we were reading a review, but I was like, well, no, because it sounds sweet. So I was just curious.
True. So yeah, that was strip club reviews. I know Heather's listening live. Heather, do you want to say anything before we end it, assuming you're even at your phone still? And then do you want to talk to Lana?
Yeah, I think we were gonna talk to Lana on the last podcast, but we didn't, right?
No, well, we talked to her last Friday because she was like the one saying all those like, no offense, but she was saying all the like, well, it's not a knock on Lana, but she was like repeating a bunch of like clickbait Jasmine stories.
Oh yeah. We did talk to Lana. Yeah, and then she also told us that she watched Love Island for like seasons, which was new information. I didn't know that she was like a hardcore Love Islander. So we were like, we're gonna have to ask her when we have questions about the new people, like who these people are. Like Casey, like Casey was on. I don't know who Casey is, and so yeah, we still be our resident Love Island.
True.
Person.
So it seems like she's cooking chicken right now, so she can't really talk. But Heather, do you want to talk to us real quick before we end it?
What do you want to chat about?
Have you watched Love Island yet?
No.
You're not interested?
Not really, but I mean, I just don't have time.
Yeah, it is like a time investment, though. This one is gonna end pretty soon, Sunday. So like it wasn't that long overall. This was Love Island Games that we watched.
This one was just 3 weeks long, but the other one, the regular Love Island, is 6 weeks long. It's a lot more.
It's more of a commitment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. True. Well, anyway, Heather, any 90-day things you want to talk about before we end it?
Not right now.
True. So your husband watches 90 Day?
Sometimes with me. He's out of town right now though, so I can tune into you guys right tonight.
True.
Oh, nice. We're
Because I know you were trying to listen. Well, I don't know if I should put your business out there, but I know you like to listen over dinner time too.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh.
God,
Yes. He
yes.
was like, oh my gosh.
I don't know if that's a
Yes.
good idea to listen while you're trying to eat. I don't know if that's a good idea.
well,
Well, tonight luckily started later.
Well,
sure.
that was my fault, right? I think I was the reason why we started late, right?
I don't know, but well, I watched Love Island games, and then I'd write
Yeah.
topics, and then
Yeah, I didn't even watch Love Island games. I literally have done nothing. I was on
sure.
I had my sister called me and we were on the phone for like 7 hours, but we had like a lot of I haven't talked to my sister in 2 weeks outside of
Mhm.
random texts back and forth. So we had like 150 million things to catch up on. So
Well, let me. I'm not gonna like get into any like any like. I'm not gonna get into like details, but it is funny. So this isn't anything bad or anything, but it is funny, like because there's George Massey like on the podcast and stuff, and anyway, and then there's George Massey like on the phone, and it's like a whole different like person. It's like when the curt like when the curt
I'm
huh?
curious. I'm curious to know what you mean by that.
You know, like I'm not gonna get into like details just because like the stuff you say on the phone is not like for podcast purposes, but like um no, I mean like on the phone, there's like different, there's like because when you're doing a podcast, there's and it's not about this isn't about like if we're talking about like you're because again you're friends with a ton of like 9-day people. So obviously like what you say about people in the 90 world on a podcast is gonna be different what you say about 9-day people like on the phone, right? So that's kind of more what I mean. Like the George on the phone when he's talking about people like in the 90 world is a little different than like George on the podcast. Anyway, this is the curtain is like fully pulled back is all I'm trying to say.
He means you're more animated, like when you're going
Like
live on a pod, on
I
a
just mean
like
no,
on a
I mean like
podcast.
no, I mean like what I'm trying to say is like on a podcast, you're more like a I don't know, how do I explain it? Like for example, like Angela, like you have like kick gloves around her, like, and then but then no, I shouldn't say Angela, but it's just like whatever. You're protective of Angela, but then like on the phone when you're talking to George on the phone, it's like like if there's a blemish there, like you'll mention the blemish is what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so what I like to say when I'm being recorded or back in the day when I'm on the air, I used to be on the air a lot. I'm very censored. And then a lot of people would say the uncensored version of me, which and I would refer to as not on the air me,
Mm-hmm.
like very, very different. So when you're
Yeah.
listening to me live, like in person, I talk much, much differenter. And I say a lot of offensive, horrible things, is what a lot of people would tell you. Say a lot of politically incorrect things. So the uncensored version of me, it's a lot different because it goes back to like my older days being on the air. So it's almost like I put on like a mask over my mouth and I know like what I can and can't say. And
Yeah.
I when I'm uncensored, it's like you just get the raw version. Like if you really want to know what I think,
Mhm.
you got to call me on the phone, or you got to come to my house, or we got to go get a.
Yeah, like there's different levels. Like so, okay, there's the public podcast George, and then there's like the Patreon podcast George where he's spilling tea, and then there's like the phone call, like private phone call George that isn't being recorded for like a podcast, and that's like the most like raw version of George. Is all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you'll get the most information from that version. And
Yeah.
drinks involved, you'll probably get even more.
More.
You'll probably
Okay.
get even more stuff that I
Yeah.
normally wouldn't say to anybody. You will probably know, but yeah, I do have the. I don't know. It's just the on-air thing where I know what to say, what not to say, and everything is calculated.
Mhm.
And I have to make sure that if I do say something, I have to say it in a way that doesn't give away, a source or stuff like that. So yeah, everything is really calculated, and I have to think about everything before I say it. But on a non like
Mhm.
recorded call, I'll say the first thing that comes into my head, and it'll probably surprise you. It'll probably
Yeah.
you'll be like, "Whoa, I didn't see that coming." Like it'll probably surprise you.
Yeah, that's what
Yes.
I kind of meant to say. I didn't mean to say animated, right? So because we've had phone calls before, and we can be on the phone for hours.
Yeah, I was trying. If you're wondering why I was like fumfering around, I was trying to like find my, find my words to describe what I was trying to say. But now I think we're all on the same page.
Oh, Gina knows. Gina
Yeah.
knows. And she calls me, and if I'm mad about something. Gina, you know when you call me, it's gonna be a whole thing. You know that we're not gonna get anything done until I bitch about what I'm mad about for at least 45 minutes. Like we might have something that we need to get done, but I need at least 45 minutes to vocalize how angry I am about it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
it just has to sit there and be like, yup, you're right.
Right.
Until I let it go, which could take up to an hour.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's after 1 a.m.
10 o'clock here.
True. So yeah, I could think that ends the show. Yeah, as far as next Sunday, like I said, there's a 90-day and then Love Island Games finale, which I may be like prioritizing because I don't want it to be spoiled. And then I'll watch the rest of the 90
Yeah,
day.
it would be spoiled. You'd be like, and then you would be mad and you would pull a George and you'd be pissed.
Yeah. So the point I'm trying to make, like, my priority Sundays, I'll watch like the first hour 90 day, and then I'm gonna watch like Love Island Games at 2x speed without looking at my phone, hopefully, so it doesn't get spoiled. And then I'll worry about watching the rest of the 90 Day Fiancé, and then depending on what time it is, then I'll see whether we're gonna do a podcast or not. So that's probably what's gonna happen.
Yeah, you're right. Because how are we gonna work that? Yeah, we'll have to figure that out because I think Love Island isn't gonna go off until 11. And then you wouldn't have even finished Happily Ever After yet. So yeah, we'll have to figure that out.
True,
We can
but
always
luckily
do
I
it
don't
on
have
Monday.
the true though luckily, like on Monday, like Mondays I don't have to get up early. It's only like Tuesdays and the other days. So Monday I could stay up late. But yeah, Sunday night I can stay up late, but Monday night I can't. But anyway, we'll figure it out. But yeah, just giving a heads up to the people that diehards like Sherry.
Yeah, well, I don't know how I'm gonna do it either though. Because I can't not watch the finale because it'll get ruined. So I can't leave it on the DVR. So yeah, 90 Day might just have to wait a day.
Yeah, I think because the whole point of this Love Island Games, you're watching all these episodes, and then to like have it ruined is like ruins all the hours you put in.
Well, right.
George has been there, done that.
Well, that happened to me on Love Island. It sucked. It was awful. So yeah, I'm not gonna sit around. I haven't watched it tonight, and I actually just turned on the TV and I have it ready to start because I gotta get it in there because I'm not gonna let nobody ruin it for me.
By the way, totally random thing. Like I said, when I was like seeing who had unfollowed me, there's this one chick. She's not like famous or anything, just a random like 90 Day Fiance fan. But I thought like we were friends. And then I like noticed she had unfollowed me, and she's the only person out of like all the people that unfollowed me that I like DM'd her. I was like, "Why did you unfollow?" And then so she just literally replied to me, and she said, "I'm not a Gino stan."
Wait, so she unfollowed you because she's a Jasmine fan?
I should ask her, but I guess she unfollowed me because she's saying I think she's alluding to me being a Gino stan. So she unfollowed me because she's not a Gino stan.
Well, if you're not a Gino stan, that means you're a Jasmine stan, right?
Yeah, let me ask her. Yeah.
Yeah, you can only be on one either other side of the fence. If you
Yeah, you cannot be Switzerland.
Right. Either you like Gino or you like Jasmine. There's not really an in between, right? Because
Exactly.
anybody that supports Jasmine and Gino, it's either one or the other.
Sure. Well, I asked her I asked her, "You're a Jasmine stan?" So let's see if she has the balls to say yes, and then I'll fucking block her, bitch ass bitch. I'll play.
I think that's crazy that they blocked or not blocked you, but unfollowed you over the fact that they don't stand for Gino. Because you don't just stand for Gino, you stand for lots of different cast members. So I think it's the Gino thing that puts them off of all the things that because you're a Cara stan, stand for other things. So the nail in the camel's back was Gino. That's what crossed them over the line. That's weird.
Yeah, the nail in the coffin was Gino, which is okay, whatever.
Yeah, it's someone that I DM with this person before. Anyway, and then she did reply just now. She says, "I'm not going to get into it, but he's a walking red flag."
Yep, that's a Jasmine stan.
Yeah, I should not
Mm.
block her. It's like
That statement right there is a Jasmine stan.
yeah.
Because if they think he's the red flag out of all the things, this woman just had a baby with her side piece. If they think that he's the red flag, they have to be a Jasmine stan.
Yeah, they definitely are. So,
That's-
anyways.
It's weird to me how
But
people can stand behind her after all of the diabolical shit that she's done. It's just crazy to me. And
Mhm.
I'm not saying that, you know, you have to be 100% with everything Gino did, because I also think Gino should have divorced her 2 years ago
Mhm.
and called it a day. So yeah, he's got some fault in it too. But if you can stand there and think that she's innocent and he's not, that's crazy work.
Well, I just blocked her. So yeah. Anyway.
yeah, just say bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Bye.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the last note that I wanted to end on such positivity. My bad. Sorry.
Well, it's fine. We're one less what's that one song, Justin Bieber, One Less Lonely Girl? One less lonely girl that we have to deal with, right? She can go to Reddit where all the other Jasmine stands live, and she can go, you know, hang out with those people.
True. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna end it because it's 1:15 and you still have to watch Love Island games.
Yeah, I still have to watch Love Island games, and I actually still have a bunch of other stuff I need to do too.
And all the talk about like crumpkins, aka crumpets, got me all hungry now.
I mean, yeah, at first I thought it was a sweet pastry. So yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Because I was like, ooh, I should have got some donuts today. And then I realized what it was, and I was like, I'm not really hungry anymore.
True. All right. Well, I'm gonna end it if that's cool.
All right, guys.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Thank you everyone for listening to 90 Day Fiance Fridays on a
On a
Friday.
Friday.
peace out, everyone.
Peace
Good
out, everybody.
night.